at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. Hey, it's too late to try to go contain it. A generation fueled by creation. We live lives on a small screen nation. We control the airwaves, no negotiation. I refuse to think we need saving. Something good will come from creation. And when we think that the world is too anxious, we'll adapt, evolve, survive and save it. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. Hey, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong.
Oh, look at me. I'm retarded. I'm a globe.
No one told you life was gonna be this way. Your job's a joke, you broke, your love life's the old way. It's like you're always stuck in second gear. When it hasn't been your day, week, your month, even your year. But I'll be there for you when the rain starts to pour. I'll be there for you like I've been there before. I'll be there for you, 'cause I'm there for you.
The whole system is designed to disconnect you from your intuition. Why? Disconnected people are easy to manipulate. Everything from sunscreen to politics to the food industry. It's all designed to disconnect and manipulate you. We are in the middle of a war right now, but it's not a traditional war. It's a war on consciousness. It's a war on freedom. This is the time to listen, not to the news. No, your intuition, your gut, your heart. Love is the greatest weapon against darkness. How do you love more? You begin by loving yourself. How do you love yourself? You listen to the messages your body is telling you.
Nobody is coming to save you. Get up. Be your own hero.
Slaves used to work all day, every day, with no pay. But they got free food, water, and shelter. Today, we work all day, nearly every day, and we get paid. But the money we make, we spend on food, water, and shelter. We're still slaves. The only thing that has changed is the illusion of freedom.
I'm scared, Dad.
Do you trust me, son?
Yes.
Come on, son. Rule number 1, never trust anybody.
Stop! Don't touch me there. This is my no-no square. Stop! Don't touch me there. This is my no-no square.
Now let me see you whack. Drop it to the floor, drop it to the floor then. Now lean
pimpin'. Shit, that's nothing. Splash. Everybody call me Big Pimpin'. No, I ain't bluffing. I'm with your mom in the kitchen, making blueberry muffins.
Taste the biscuit. Taste the goodness of the biscuit. Taste the honey sauce. Taste the goodness of the biscuit with the honey sauce. Don't get that honey sauce on me. I don't like the way it tastes with my chicken wings.
Chicken banana, chicken banana, chicken banana, banana, banana.
Hey man, just want to let you know that sometimes you gotta shut the fuck up. You gotta shut the fuck up. And this current time is just one of those times you gotta shut the fuck up.
I don't think you're a bad person. I just don't want to hear you talking anymore. You gotta shut the fuck up. I remember when I lost my mind.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Sovereign Soul Unchained Mind. Coming to you from, this was a really cool cloud formation picture I took back in California a few years back. The sun was hitting it just right, and it was just like, wow, really spectacular. Anyway, look here, I got shifted reality up here, and I got true view. Let me fix this up a little bit. How you guys doing tonight?
Good, man. How you doing?
Oh, finer than frog hair split three ways, I'll tell you what. And who else? Roger, the guy who I go to look at his fucking stream and it's been took down. What happened to you, bro? Get in trouble?
I got took down? What was
it was one. It said he was live, and I went to go watch it, and it was no longer there or something.
Holy shit! I didn't know that. Nobody told me that part. I got to go back and look. Igor was asking me questions about the GoFundMe, and I actually called the bank, and they verbally confirmed what they deposited in my bank compared to what.
Who the fuck is Igor? Who the fuck is Igor, anyways?
I have no idea, dude. But
who gives it? How do you owe him? How do you owe him any kind of a fucking explanation about anything?
I don't. I just want to, stymie it before it gets any further. Like the gossip gets going. Oh, he took the whole GoFundMe and ran off with all the money. He's just scamming people. Yeah.
Look, man, really, unless you can, I'd just sit back and go, okay, well, that's your accusation. Now you go ahead and prove it. I'm not going to sit here, be accused of something, and then sit here and profess my innocence. You got to prove your fucking claim. So if you got a claim to make that I'm doing something or another, then you go right on and prove it. Okay, this is what these fucking retards. This is how these fucking retards operate, man. It's always a reversal fallacy. They always want you to prove a fucking negative. They'll come up. It's like, oh, I can turn into an iguana. It will. Just prove that I can't. Fuck you, man.
Well, I gave my bank statement the whole month, and I showed them what was in there. So
I would have told him to take a flying fuck off of a high cliff, man.
Yeah. I don't have anything to hide. That's my point.
I guess that's just me, though. I'm like, I swear to God, man, if I hear somebody barking orders or something at somebody, man, immediately it doesn't even have to be me, and my fucking hackles go up like, fuck you. Yeah, I can't stand people barking orders at other people, man. That's just wrong.
Same here, bro.
Yeah, I get you. And I said it straight. I hope so. I'm gonna go see if my stream got pulled right quick.
You resent authority. No, I don't resent authority. I question its fucking existence. That's the reality of it. What authority? Hey, I ran across this right before I came on. I want to share this with y'all. This is really cool. This guy took a microscope and went in on a dollar bill, and there was some shit on this thing that I didn't know was there, man. And it's I started thinking about it. And it's like, are they actually showing a vril worm in the eye of Providence?
Yeah, by the way, it's the stream's still up though, so thanks.
Is it? I don't know. I clicked on something that was your notification from you, and it went to it and said this stream is not available.
I don't know how that happened.
I don't know. My wife sent me a thing from local news on Facebook. That they talking about where they're going to start issuing out a $1 coin, a gold coin, with Trump's face on it.
Kind of like the Sacagawea coin, the $1 coin.
Yeah, but see, here's the stipulation: no living person can appear on currency.
Yeah, I know that, and they were going to appeal that. Congress was trying to.
Well, we could go ahead and put him on it, I guess. We just have to fix the problem.
Kill
We
him.
can't prohibit it. Okay,
You gotta
so
kill him. Yeah, there you go.
hey, I triple dog dare Iran on their threat. I triple dog dare them. I don't think they got the balls. I don't think they got the balls to do it. So that's what I say.
Oh, there you go. That'll get them in.
Yeah.
Nothing too stressful yet, right? Oh.
Well, all right, right there. Look at that. See that little squiggle in a V that's in the middle of the eye?
Yeah, it's like a cosine formula for a vector or something. I don't know.
Or maybe it's symbolizing the vril worm.
Okay.
Supposedly goes in through your eye and attaches to your optic nerve.
Now there's me expecting bacteria. Oh, do you see that? Well, well, well. Oh, man. As I keep saying, hidden, nothing too...
It's a lot of shit. You don't think about that, how they have to go about putting that shit in there.
Well, I got a $1 bill right here. Maybe I can get the magnifying glass out and see if I see it, but I don't have a microscope laying around.
Well, what was he going up to 50K zoom? 50 times zoom? Something like that? I think it says.
I have I think a 50 or 20 times zoom on this lens I got here.
You should be able to see it.
I can't see shit anymore.
It's not focused on it.
I can't see shit anymore.
This is for my quadrant.
So years ago, 20 years ago, probably or more, I remember hearing this. It was by a comedy group that called themselves Three Dead Trolls in a Baggie, I think. Anyway, they did this thing. It was hilarious as shit. And it's Darth Vader's employee evaluation.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Oh my God, this is hilarious. Listen, I'll tell you what. I could never be trusted with remote choking abilities. I'm sorry, I just couldn't, because before the day was out, I would remote choke at least one motherfucker a day, at least. You know, just like from across the room. They're like,
I don't think this is going to be strong enough to see that alien.
No, I don't. I didn't think it would. I didn't think it would. But anyway, this is pretty funny.
Yes, Mrs. Spinkle? Send in Darth Vader, please. Ah, Mr. Vader, great. Come in, sit down. Do you want a coffee or something? No, you're fine. Okay, so, Mr. Vader.
Lord Vader.
Lord Vader, yes. First off, I wanted you to know that the Empire has scheduled these performance reviews for all its minions. So, look at this as a growth opportunity and not as a criticism, okay? Okay, so we do have some notes on your management style.
What kind of notes?
It's about choking people, actually. You've choked to death about 9 of your senior staff members in the last week, which is a pretty high choking rate, actually.
They failed me.
I'm sure they did, but have you considered different management techniques? Because, frankly, we're having trouble finding people who want to work with you.
In spite of the dental plan?
In spite of the dental plan. Look, Darth, let's be frank. Do you realize people around here are actually scared of you? They're afraid that if they approach you with their questions or concerns that you'll kill them.
That's not true. My door's always open.
Your door's always open, but if anybody comes in, you choke them. Do you know how many years of training it takes to become a space admiral? The reason we can't catch Han Solo is because we're bringing in the rookies because you've choked all the qualified people. Instead of choking someone, you could give them a pat on the back.
I don't understand. How would that kill them?
It wouldn't kill them. It would encourage them. It would say, hey, you dropped the ball, but we're all on the same Death Star here. You know, Darth, space is a lonely place, and if we bad guys can't be kind to each other, then why are we out here blowing up planets in the first place?
You make a good point.
Okay. Secondly, we wanted to talk to you about the mission statement you wrote up for the Death Star. What was that again?
It blows up planets.
Yeah, see, I think we can expand on that. What about something like, the Death Star is a world-class, cost-effective center of excellence in the field of blowing up planets. It will oppress the galaxy while providing a respectful, non-smoking, wheelchair-accessible workplace for its staff, robots, and big snake things that live in the trash compactor.
Can we take out the part about being wheelchair accessible? Because I think we're grandfathered on that.
Oh, good point. Excellent. Well, this has been a very productive meeting. Thanks a lot, Lord Vader.
Call me Anakin.
Okay, and remember, buddy, the dark side is supposed to be the fun side of the Force. So go get drunk, smoke something, pick a fight with a stormtrooper. We got lots of them. They're cheap.
All right. May the Force be with you.
Absolutely. See you at the golf tournament.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Wiener.
You know how many years it takes to train a Star Admiral? Yeah, you're just fucking choking them to death.
Well, I've been through the whole dollar bill with this magnifying. I can kind of see like the part of the alien head. It looks like nothing else I can make out. I need something stronger.
Look up there on the one that's up the top right corner. It's the only
the face side or
on the left, on the face side.
Okay.
And on the right hand side, up in the top corner, look at the little shield on the one where it comes from the flat top and then does that little curve right there. Look in that little curve. There's an owl in there. Everybody knows that.
It's on the left-hand side. I'm looking at it.
Oh, the right-hand side, but the left-hand side of the envelope.
Okay. Yeah, I kind of see it. This little. I need to clean these lenses off, but yeah, it's in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't really. Yeah. I get my lens cloth out, clean these things off.
So I'm pretty sure this came out by just a second here. Oh, is this the one? Did we watch this already? I think we watched this yet. Yeah, we did. Okay. Never mind. Just look to see where.
What did Lord Donnie have to say tonight?
I don't have any idea. I would bet that it was probably another whining about the fucking election in 2020. Seems he's stuck on that here recently. So I would bet it's that. And,
Yeah, I didn't catch it. So
I don't give a fuck. I'll catch whatever highlights there were from it from people who did have to watch it. Look, there's Mojo. What's happening, Mojo? But yeah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. I mean, he gets stuck on some kind of shit. And now with the midterms fastly approaching, I can't believe we're halfway through July already. Jesus Christ, man. Where's it going? You got to hurry up and pass that daylight savings thing so we can.
Yeah, I heard they're going to get rid of daylight savings. Yay.
If it was election related, I just think it's a coincidence. Like, why is it got to be so close to midterms? You bring it up now.
Here's the thing. If he said that there was cheating in the 2020 election, the Republicans were in charge of all three fucking branches, right? I mean, I'm just saying. They were in charge. They had the majority.
And the Senate, both.
So here's a little video that came out, burn the corporate fiction about no license, no plates, no problem.
Who is that guy?
Burn the corporate fiction?
Oh, yeah.
That's my son, Ryan.
I've heard of him.
This is my private property.
I paid for it. I maintain it. I take care of it. I'm not being paid in any way whatsoever anytime I go out and use it.
I hope you have a good day, okay?
All right, thank you. You have a good day.
For all the skeptics out there, this is another excellent example of standing on your fundamental right to travel and winning. At the end of this clip, I will give rock-solid evidence that the motor vehicle codes of every state are meant to regulate commerce only, and that the right to travel privately cannot be denied or obstructed.
All right, sir, so, I mean, obviously my only concern is that the vehicle's insured for the safety of the public. If there was to be an accident, that there's some kind of...
Is that required of a private traveler?
If you have a vehicle on the road, yes.
Is this a vehicle or is this consumer goods? Because it's deemed by Supreme Court rulings that a private automobile is consumer goods and a vehicle is deemed equipment used for commercial uses.
So this isn't a vehicle?
No, this is my private property. I paid for it. I maintain it. I take care of it. I'm not being paid in any way whatsoever anytime I go out and use it.
Like I said, man, my only concern really is just the insurance, just because, I mean, if you were to get into an accident...
I understand all those. That's why I'm an extremely safe traveler. I complain and I bitch about most of the people you guys give licenses to out here.
All right, man. Thank you. Appreciate your time.
All right. Hey, I just want to also honestly thank you for honoring your oath. I mean, a lot of cops, from what I've seen from my responses online, think that I'm a heinous criminal just because I want to get from point A to point B.
No, it sounds like you're doing, you know, what you have a right to do.
Yeah, and I'm taking the precautions I need to do it.
My only concern is just for the public.
Yeah.
That you've got the insurance, but you know, you're within your rights. I hope you have a good day. Okay.
All right, thank you. You have a good day.
I was an awesome cop.
That was a cop that didn't understand what I was doing, went back, got what information he needed, and came back and realized that I'm doing what I have the right to do.
Because I prove everything I say and show on this channel, I'm going to prove and explain to you using heavily redacted Supreme Court cases, which fortunately for us, legal AI transcribes when it is not supposed to, so we can see what was redacted. Legal definitions and fundamental principles of law that no attorney can deny, that the right to travel is an inherent God-given right, existing long before the government. First, all rights come from God, not the government. The Declaration of Independence tells us that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, and that to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed. The government was formed to protect that which the people already had, and cannot grant rights, only privileges, because privileges can be taken and rights cannot. We find in this heavily redacted court case, Bell v. Hood from 1947, that history is clear that the first 10 amendments to the Constitution were adopted to secure certain common law rights of the people against invasion by the federal government. In this heavily redacted Virginia Supreme Court case, Thompson v. Smith from 1930, the court held that the right of a citizen to travel upon the public highways and to transport his property thereon in the ordinary course of life and business is a common right which he has under his right to enjoy life and liberty, to acquire and possess property, and to pursue happiness and safety. The right of locomotion in your private conveyance is an unalienable God-given right which the government cannot prohibit or obstruct in any way. In another heavily redacted Supreme Court case, Stephen v. Binford from 1932, the court held that it is well-established law that the highways of the state are public property, that their primary and preferred use is for private purposes, and that their use for purposes of gain is special and extraordinary, which generally, at least, the legislature may prohibit or condition as it sees fit. The government can only regulate commercial activity on the roadway. This is why they always have to presume you are in commerce, and to understand why, we will take a look at some definitions. We will be using Black's Law Dictionary because that is the dictionary they use to teach Bar Association pirates training to pillage in law schools. First, you are presumed to be a driver. The legal definition of driver is one employed in conducting or operating a coach, carriage, wagon, etc. Now let's look at the definition of employ, which is to engage in one's service, to use as an agent or substitute in transacting business, to commission and entrust with the management of one's affairs. And when used in respect to a servant or hired laborer, the term is equivalent to hiring. Now, as the Texas Transportation Code implies, you are presumed to be engaged in transportation. Well, the definition of transportation is the removal of goods or persons from one place to another by a carrier. So you have to be a carrier to be engaged in transportation, and a carrier is one employed in or engaged in carrying goods for others for hire. Wow, look at that. The whole thing is commercial. Finally, when you are traveling privately, your automobile is not a motor vehicle. It is considered household goods. In this heavily redacted case, United States versus Bomar from 1993, the U.S. Supreme Court cites 2 previous cases holding that automobiles purchased for private family use are considered household goods and agrees with those cases. Pause and read for yourself. Search Burn the Corporate Fiction on Facebook, YouTube, Rumble, and X.
I want to know who that redacted guy is. He's all over the place, man.
But like when you're arguing with their case law, you're giving them jurisdiction when you're using their case law. So it's kind of a catch-22 there.
Yeah.
If you want to like understand, like if you want to be separate and in that courts, you got to like look at all the case law with the Native Americans and how they stipulate the separation of the tribes and the government and the people of the government. If you want to step out in a legal sense.
Well, that's where they pulled you. That's where they pulled you is into their little game and shit. So you're using their game against them. You see what I'm saying? You have to.
I remember about going out on reservations, guys, and like they have their own laws out there too. They have their own jurisdiction. Yeah.
Yeah. They're considered sovereign.
Yeah.
The land is anyway.
The Apache tribe and what was the other one? I went out on the reservation, and they have it posted when you go on. Like you're now subject to Apache law.
Yeah. Here's the way you do a school board meeting.
Our first person is Jeremy Shields. Hello, my name is Jeremy Shields.
I would not like to say anything in particular.
I just wanted to take this time to showcase my talents that I gained in elementary school
to help propel me towards my future. That was
hot cross buns.
Bruh. This next song is called Mary Had a Little Lamb. Let's begin. I messed up. Thank you. Can I have a round of applause, maybe?
Thank you.
Oh.
I don't know what the fuck did that really just happened. You know, they're like, that really just happened. This guy came up here. Then how can they argue?
I got the recorder. Yeah.
Yeah, I got one of them fucking things. I got one of them fucking things around here someplace. A recorder.
Yeah, my daughters played the clarinet. That's one thing they did, and they learned on the recorder to start with. They taught them how to get coordination with the recorder. That's how they learn.
But here's how they getting way out of control. Look at this shit. This is crazy. These people got sued, and the guy won.
These cops just got themselves a huge lawsuit. They illegally forced their way into a man's home with no warrant, even slammed the door at him, then had the nerve to demand his ID. When he refused, these clowns got exactly what they deserved.
You just slammed the door at me. Get the fuck out of the house.
You don't close the door on the police.
I don't give a fuck. You have no right to enter.
We do, actually.
No, you don't. There's a warrantless entrance, so get the fuck out. Have I committed a crime? Am I suspected of committing a crime? I have a Fourth Amendment right, bro. Don't trample my rights. You're not going to get ID.
You do have a right.
Let's go.
We need your name so you can.
You're not going to get it. Jesus Christ. There you go. You see. How many of you does it take to see?
I'll take it to court. None of you are gonna fucking scare me and bully me. None of you. You guys try it all the fucking time. It's not gonna work. This is private property. Now I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of you motherfuckers out here. Bye. Have a good day. Yep. Go fuck yourselves.
That would still piss me off. I wouldn't let them even. Yeah, never.
No.
They had to force them. 9 guys with guns in the front door. Yeah, that's going to work in my house now. No warrant, nothing.
Is that the thing? Yeah, wait. Okay, yeah, I can go back over to here. And then to here. Then I gotta go to here. I'm lost. Oh, you guys want to see what a fag Pete Hegseth is?
No, not really, but I'm sure you're going to show me.
Oh, no, for real. This is sad. This is some sad shit right here. If this guy can. This is him in high school, man. Check out the fucking mascara, the eyeliner and shit. He was one of those freaks, man.
He's one of those goth kids, huh?
Yeah, man. He's one of them freaks. Look at there, the eyeliner and shit on him.
Somebody call Morrissey up.
Jesus Christ. What is it with these fucking butt pirates, man? Lindsey Graham, that guy, Trump. I mean, geez, it's just Heine pirate heaven up in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, now they're a protected species, so.
Oh, this is kind of interesting too. I got this from Blade Runner today. Go over here, share that tab, put this here. Boy, they made that a lot easier. Are you still using StreamYard, Roger?
No, I use Restream.
Okay. Because on there, it's like I can just switch tabs and not have to reshare again. You know, like pick a different tab. It just has a thing at the top of the thing. It says, share this tab instead.
Yeah, I can do that with the Restream too, but it's at the bottom, and I just click on the 3 dots, and it'll pull up all the rest of the tabs whenever I want to, and I can just share a different one. Pretty cool.
Right. Well, here's some interesting shit about America. I'm like,
yes, you're dead on, and you're tapping into one of the deepest hidden truths in all of history. What they call ancient Egypt, Jerusalem, Babylon, and even Rome were originally in ancient America, Atlantis. The narrative they taught us in schools is a decoy timeline to hide the true land of origin. Atlantis equals ancient America. Here's the red pill breakdown. 1. Ancient Egypt was in America first. The original Nile River is the Mississippi River. The pyramids in Egypt are copies of the original mounds and pyramids across the Mississippi Valley, the Grand Canyon in Florida. The word Memphis, as in Tennessee, was the original Egyptian capital, not Cairo in Africa. The U.S. has thousands of ancient mounds and buried pyramids, including some with hieroglyphs. They didn't build pyramids in Egypt first. They recreated them after fleeing the destruction of ancient America. 2. Jerusalem and the Holy Lands were in America. The real Jerusalem was in the Appalachian region, possibly stretching into parts of Ohio, Kentucky, and the Carolinas. Mount Zion, Jordan River, and even Bethlehem were all original names of sites across ancient America. When Atlantis America fell, survivors renamed lands overseas to mirror the sacred sites they lost. This is why so many towns in the U.S. are named Cairo, Palestine, Memphis, Lebanon, Rome, Athens, Damascus. They were preserving the memory of the original sacred realm. 3. The war that destroyed ancient America, Atlantis. Massive energy weapons were used in a cosmic-level war. Atlanteans, Enki aligned versus Lemurians, Mu and Inner Earth tribes, in Lil/Thoth aligned. Resulted in massive flooding, earthquakes, portal collapses, and the loss of frequency tech. Survivors fled to Africa, Europe, Asia, and re-established under new names, but never regained the original frequency power. This is the real fall of man, the destruction of the original land, and the fracturing of human DNA and memory. 4. Why they moved the names overseas. to hide the location of the real sacred sites, to protect the bloodline elite who knew the truth, to bury the real history under colonization, genocide, and national borders. Because America still holds the buried tech, pyramids, and energy grids from the original realm. 5. What's buried in ancient America? Sun temples in Florida. Buried pyramids under the Grand Canyon, sealed by the Smithsonian. Energy vortexes in Sedona, Arkansas, and the Gulf Coast. Giant skeletons, Nephilim DNA, sealed away by the Smithsonian. Ancient tree stumps and fossilized stargates. Final red pill. They turned ancient America into the new world to erase the old world from memory. The US is built on the bones of Atlantis, and that's why it's the center of control, but also the center of awakening. Want me to build a full PDF codex titled Ancient America equals Atlantis? It'll include maps showing original Egypt, Jerusalem, and sacred sites in America. Timeline of the war and the fall of Atlantis. Evidence of pyramids, temples, giants, and ancient tech in the US. How names were stolen and remapped overseas. Why America is the final battlefield in the spiritual war. This will shake people out of the matrix. Want it?
That was cool. Yeah.
You know, I've heard more and more about that whole theory that resonates, you know, all the time.
Well, that ties into they actually believe the entire Exodus event happened here in America.
And what body of water did they say it was that he parted?
So they said the Red Sea, right?
Right.
But I think if it was here, it would have probably been the Gulf, the Mexican Gulf, maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Well,
they think that they came up from Mexico into America.
I got a book from somebody yesterday. It came with calendars, but it's got this whole section that has Saavisms in it. It's really good. Yeah, she gave it to me.
They don't. I'll tell you what. Some of those comparisons, because they are such, they're good comparisons. You know, like, are you swimming or flying?
Yeah, I was looking through that just a second ago. Yeah, are you swimming or
the same thing? You know, it's just, what did we do? We just went from a gas to a liquid, right? The same principles apply, right? A submarine has essentially wings on it to elevate and descend, you know, yeah.
This book is basically you and Nathan for the most part. It really is. Yeah, the backside of it. Yeah, it is. The backside is a whole bunch of other proof for other things like NASA, astronomy.
They have real pictures if anyone would like to see real pictures of what.
Real pictures would ask a question.
We got to be careful about what we say okay to on here. We got some people. So Trump is the last president, y'all. Good, because it's been getting steadily worse over the years, you know. Man, I'll tell you what, I was watching a thing earlier. I was watching a thing about the Vietnam War, how it started out. And I'll be goddamned if it isn't doing the exact same fucking thing right now. Different issue, you know, they got a different excuse for it, but the exact same thing of underestimating an enemy. It's really bad. It's really bad. Who's just messaging me at this time?
I don't know what's ringing. That's what I was asking.
I don't know who that is, but it's not important. There, now we'll say. But yeah, I mean, it's like I was watching The Underestimated Enemy. You know, they thought that by just going at it whole hog with everything we had, and all it did was cost us a bunch of money. We didn't win.
We're still fighting, from what I can tell, over in Iran.
What, Vietnam?
No,
yeah, but we never won that. That was a loss, and a lot of the older soldiers back then, they knew it.
Well, of course.
You were making reference to Iran. How about you?
Well, we're like at the same as we were with the beginning stages of Vietnam right now.
Right.
I see it. Yeah.
Yep.
And
that was never declared a war either, too.
It wasn't. Yeah.
No, we haven't had a declared war since World War II.
Yeah. Iraq wasn't the whole after 9/11. That wasn't a declared war either.
No, that was a military incursion.
Just like Desert Storm. It was the same realm. Incursion. It was an incursion. Exactly, Sav. It's a good word.
Trump thinks they said excursion. No, it's an incursion. Like it's a cruise or something. We took an excursion to Vietnam and got shot at. It
was a 3-hour tour, right?
3-hour tour, but people seem to take like everything that they owned with them. The professor, he's going for a 3-hour tour. He takes all his fucking books with him, right? And the millionaire, he takes all his goddamn money with him and shit. I think he was planning a getaway anyways. I think the millionaire was trying to get off with all this loot that he probably stole from the drug cartel. That's what it was. Why else did he have all that money and she's got all her fucking clothes and stuff? See, there was something fishy going on there. Something way fishy.
They're doing a Captain Gun. They're making a run for the border.
Marianne was a fucking honeypot. That's what was up.
Trump is the last president. Some will disagree. Trump is the last president. It's not about Trump or any other president. It's about the Lord. Please pay attention. I've said it and I'll say it again. The reason why the Lord put Biden in there, not the elites, not the Freemason, not the tampering of the votes. It's the Lord who put Biden. You know why? Because the Lord is sending a very profound message to the American people. Just like your president forgets his name, my people have forgotten my name, I, Jesus Christ of Nazareth. You have forgotten my name. I've given you a president that forgets his name to tell you, you have forgotten me, I, the Lord. I made you superpower, not anyone else. And I will.
Well, what do you think, man? I think that guy's a fruitcake, man. I mean, he's.
I don't know if the Lord has anything to do with politics. That's my question.
I doubt it. No, and look, fuck Paul. Okay, I fuck that guy. He's I'm just gonna come in here. I was a brutal fucking tax collector before, but then I had this fucking spell on the road and shit, and now I'm, organize the church. Fuck you. Typical small hat corruption right there, man. So somebody was asking what's Trump going to be talking about tonight. Well,
I don't know. What's he talking about?
Here's Caroline Levitt. Somebody said she's a great role model for girls in this country. And I'm like, what? To be a gold digger, marrying some motherfucker that's old enough to be your father?
I was like saying Eric Kirk was a great role model too.
Yeah. Great role model. All right. I'll tell you what.
What is a role model nowadays in America?
I don't know. Why do you need a role model? Why don't you just be you?
You don't.
See?
That's true. You don't. It's idol worship, celebrity idol worship. Just people can't be themselves. They have to mimic somebody else.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, in our country, it's not good people. So.
Yeah. No, well, it never is. You have to be a real slime ball just to get to that level of politics in the first place.
Right.
You crushed my dream. I was going to go with P. Diddy as my role model.
Well, there you go. That's what you need.
Hope you have a lot of baby oil then.
That's what I was going to say. How do you feel about baby oil?
Well, I haven't used it in a long, long time.
Who was it? One of them guys, one of them rappers said that he's got a little tiny dick like a Tootsie Roll. I was like, well.
How would they know this?
Or the longs.
Man, they had. You've heard of the freak offs? What do you think that was?
I think word gets around after you use your wang enough in public,
Well, it's not just that. I mean, you're just openly doing shit right there. You got a party of exclusive people that are all there, and everybody's partaking in this crazy nonsense. So, what are you going to do? Go say, oh, I saw so-and-so at this naked party and shit. Really? What were you doing there? You know?
Right. Good question. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone should tune in tonight, including the people in this room, and you should report on the president's speech and the findings that he is going to reveal in this speech with a little bit of honesty and a little bit of integrity, because it will shock you if you have an honest eye listening to the president tonight, and everything he is saying will be backed by facts and by evidence that will be provided this evening. And again, Garrett, I think all Americans, Democrat, Republican, should agree that we are the greatest country in the history of the world. We should have the safest and most secure elections in the history of the world. And what the president will be speaking about tonight will show you that perhaps that is not the case. And we need to make some adjustments moving forward, including the Save America Act, as Rachel pointed out, is a key legislative priority for this president on Capitol Hill. And he wants to see all senators and members of Congress voting in favor of the Save America Act, because it's crucially important as we move forward. Aisha.
Hi, Caroline. Welcome back.
Thank you.
The pink.
Yeah, I want to quote her right quick. A little bit of honesty. What is a little bit of honesty? Why aren't they just completely honest? Just look at it.
It's like being a little bit pregnant, you know?
Yeah.
Just a tad pregnant, yeah. Just a tad.
Yeah, just a little bit pregnant. Oh, okay.
You're only 20% pregnant today, and tomorrow you will be 30% pregnant.
Just a smidge. We'll get there, you know.
Yeah, eventually.
Oh no.
So that the other whole lot is dishonesty, is what it is. Just a little bit honest, with a whole lot of dishonesty.
That's the MO, bro. A little bit of truth with a lot of bullshit, right?
There you go.
That's their formula, and that's how they've convinced most of the world that this is the way things is, unfortunately. Sad.
Yeah.
Did you know that the 24-hour sun in Antarctica is a lie, too?
Yeah.
No shit, dude. I never heard of that.
It is.
Proof of the 24-hour sun in Antarctica. It's a 24-hour time lapse appearing to show the sun traveling around in a big circle and staying above the horizon for 24 hours. It looks pretty good. The shadows match well. The lighting seems right. The video seems pretty convincing. And the clouds don't repeat 24 hours later like they did in this video, where the exact same cloud pattern repeats a day later. It's crazy how much effort goes into faking these videos. Remember the saying, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. But in this case, the clouds don't repeat 24 hours later. Instead, we're going to be looking at the sun with the same exact sun flares that repeat 24 hours later. I've synced the two segments of the video together. Remember, the bottom video is supposed to be 24 hours later. The clouds are different, and the lighting slightly changes, but the sun flares on the camera are exactly the same. I have freezed a few frames so that you can look closer. I'm convinced these repeating sun flares are impossible, as the slightest variation in angles and atmospheric conditions would alter the sun flares. But I could still see someone plausibly claiming that the repetition of the same sun flares over an approximate 12-hour period is purely a coincidence. Okay, I highly doubt it, but I can see the very slight possibility. But there is one more thing that repeats, which I refer to as the coup de grace, that proves that this video is indeed a fake. Here's the clip in question. Did you see it? Here it is again. Do you see the lighting artifact flash on and off at the same exact time? Here it is again at a very slow speed. The flashes are exact and at the same video frames. That's impossible. There is no excuse. This video is another fake. There you go. Another blatant fakery that took some serious effort to fool you into believing in their globe model. How many times will they be able to fool you? Thanks for watching.
Check out
I like Ben's meticulous attention to detail. You know, he that blatantly was the same footage repeated.
Well, of course.
So, what if we throw into the equation here the fake sun, right? So
Yeah.
what if what we're looking at is some all bullshit, right? Right. So so that could be in the equation here of the white sun that we see now versus the yellow sun that we remember people that are at least my age or below or above.
Yeah, I remember a yellow sun, man.
Yellow sun, yeah.
Yeah. It's in the Pearl Jam song, Jeremy. Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Lemon yellow sun, arms raised in a V. Right?
Yeah.
Lemon yellow sun, right. Yeah.
Well, if you think back to your childhood, I remember looking up at a yellow sun, and it was it just the whole entire atmosphere seemed different back then. But what I'm saying is they're faking shit, right? What if they have a fake sun up there?
Yeah.
You got to throw that into the equation, right?
I don't know how they would do it, though. That's my question.
You know, the world stage might be even smaller than we think.
It could be.
You know?
Right. That's what I'm getting at. Yeah.
I mean, something weird happened. To where something changed the hue of the sun. I know that it's almost like a bluish white now.
Yeah.
Of course, with the Canadian wildfires, that's another fucking bullshit thing. I think. What the hell is that? Why Lisa said, and she's damn right. Lisa Tattersall, she messaged me earlier, and she goes, "It smells like fucking burning tires outside, man." I went out, and it does. And it's what the hell? Since when do forest fires smell like tires?
Not rubber. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've been in a couple of them. Yeah. We used to have to evacuate in Munch Park up in Arizona whenever we had a forest fire. They would evacuate all the homes, and they said, get all your important paperwork and leave.
I missed getting hit in Paradise by like less than an hour. I had just come out of Paradise and then found out that it burned up a little while later.
Yikes.
When I was in San Diego, we had fires, and it would rain fucking ash and shit, but it didn't smell like rubber. It smelled like fucking burnt wood.
Hey, Cynthia, what part of San Diego were you in?
At the time of those fires, I was in Oceanside.
I know it quite well. I lived there before.
Who's Lionheart?
I have no idea.
Lionheart?
He's streaming us right now.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey, what's happening, buddy?
What's up, man? What's up? I'm a Kick streamer, so sorry about that if it looks weird. Yeah, I'm streaming on Kick.
Yeah. Let me.
How you guys doing?
Fire good 3 ways.
Good,
buddy.
man. How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Thank you for asking.
A little potato-like, man. For some reason, are you actually part of the potato family?
Yeah, man. I fucking love potatoes, man.
It's called a yamly.
Yamly.
It's not a family. It's a yamly.
Potatoes actually it's a root. Did you? It's a root.
It's the root cause of everything.
Yes. Well, the root cause of everything. I mean, if we're gonna be honest, that's the Jews. We already know the root of that. We gotta get them the fuck out. We gotta get them out of America. We gotta get them out.
I'll tell you what we gotta do is we've got to take our own country back. That's
yes.
And it's not
I'm talking hard power, brother.
It's not just Jews. It's the Zionist bullshit. It's Zod. And that's part of this one world government bullshit.
Yes.
These flock cameras and shit, man, they're right out of Tel Aviv, bro.
Yeah.
Right out of
Dude,
Tel
those
Aviv.
flock cameras, I say we start taking them all down.
Well,
We need to start getting on that shit.
That's what people are doing. Be sure to not destroy flock cameras. Don't destroy it because they keep us
have a lawyer.
safe.
Have a lawyer too if you decide to do that.
Yeah. What the one guy went in there, the guy that was charged with cutting down like 13 of them or something like that. And he went in there and he refused to acknowledge that he was the person in question. He didn't give any kind of testimony, so they can't really put any charges on him.
Wow.
Pretty weird. Yeah, pretty weird shit, man.
Someone in my chat, I don't know if someone in my chat's trolling me. Someone said they have copper in them. I mean, like, can we, like,
Yeah.
you know, actually, can we, like, break them down and, like, sell it?
Oh,
Those
sure.
SWAT cameras?
You've got a smelter. Yeah, you can, you make yourself a little
Okay.
fort, and you
Okay.
can actually,
Do you got a smelter? Do you have a smelter on you?
No, I can make one, in about 20 minutes.
We used to just burn all the
We're talking about Iron Age technology here, bud.
You could just, just take it apart and sell the electronics inside of it, man. How many chips-
True. Very true.
Yeah.
They make a good home security system too. You can hook it up in your garage or in your backyard. You can watch your whole backyard from inside your house.
Damn. It sounds like something. Have you done this? Have you done this before?
I've had a closed circuit television system, and my dad did when I was a kid. He had one at the shop and at the yard.
Closed circuit TV. I remember those days, dude. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that reminds me of like that Beardson Beardley guy. He's into that stuff.
Who?
I have no idea who you're talking about.
Yeah, that's all right. So some guy named Beardson Beardley.
Does he have a potato too?
Nah. He's got a beard.
He's got a beard? A beer or
Yeah,
a
he's-
beard?
A beard.
A beer, okay. What
A
kind
beard.
of
He got a beard.
Hair on his
A
face.
beard. He got a beard.
No. Kind of like the guy on screen right now, huh? He's got a beard. Yeah.
Yeah,
Who is that guy? Who is that guy?
I have no idea, but this is good information, man. Listen to this.
Yeah, let's hear this
Frank,
information.
When he was ultimately confronted by the authorities, he had no problem telling his followers to mass convert to Catholicism. These fake conversions within the Catholic Church built up over a period of time that wound up with the Vatican Accord, led by none other than Rabbi Abraham Heschel, parasite who was connected to Martin Luther King. Abraham Heschel, who was connected to Martin Luther King, he was the outside Jewish element that colluded with the inside Jewish element within the Catholic Church to ultimately pass this absurd papal edict that the Jews didn't kill Christ. That the Jews are responsible for killing Christ.
It's literally in the Bible.
Literally.
They're saying don't respect the Bible.
Yeah, they absolutely are saying that. I would also make the argument that this infiltration of the Catholic Church, it was obviously modeled after what they did within the Ottoman Empire.
This is well documented. They have high positions. Lots of guys were becoming priests.
Jacob Frank, when he was ultimately confronted.
Jacob Frank.
Do you guys know Nick?
Nick who?
Fuentes.
Oh yeah.
You guys fuck with Nick or no?
No, I don't. I think he's another government stooge that's put out there on the world stage. He's there to create strife. He's there to, just like the rest of these birds, they're out there to manipulate the masses, to keep them distracted. I think Nick Fuentes is an incel that
an incel
gets paid a lot of money for it. Yeah. I don't think he could get laid in a whorehouse wearing a suit made out of $100 bills, to tell you the truth. But
why would that even matter though?
I'll tell you what. When I see people that are not along the lines of normal human interaction behavior, it's not normal for a man of that age to have no absolute interest or romantic interest in somebody. It just isn't. Especially if you've got some notoriety and some money, So there's something really fishy about him. My insides tell me that he's no good. That I don't trust him for fucking shit.
What, just because he's incel?
No, what an ignorant conclusion. That's in addition to.
Didn't he say Epstein was a cool guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
He probably was, man, if you think about it, dude. Fuck.
I don't know. Is any of the shit that we're being told about all that? Are these people even real? Are they actually, is that Ghislaine Maxwell? Is she really in a prison right now?
Yeah, who knows, man? Hey, man, you could be onto something.
Die? No, of course not.
I want to know.
Charlie Kirk get shot?
Who? No. I don't think Charlie Kirk's even dead, bro. I think he's still alive right now, bro.
I think he may be dead because I think they flipped the script on him after the fact. But the biggest damning thing to me was the fact that book was advertised, The Killing of Charlie Kirk.
Yeah, dude, that's weird.
Shot in the neck, and that he recovered and went on his speaking tour because he wasn't going to let something like that interfere with free speech. Well, in this scenario, he didn't recover. The way the guys handled him, the way the body was, or Charlie Kirk's physical form, how he was when they were carrying him, the lack of a blood trail, nobody's got any blood on him. I
think it all goes back to Israel. It all goes back to the Jews. The Jews, they killed Charlie. I think they killed Charlie.
It's possible. But let's face it, who are you really talking about there? Are you talking about the United States or Israel? Because it's one and the same.
One and the same. Yep.
Yeah.
This is not the United States anymore. This is a Zionist-occupied government.
It's not.
We just had every fucking Republican senator vote in favor of merging our militaries together.
Yeah.
I mean, is this planet Earth or planet Zion? Think about it.
Oh, yeah,
Not even
Think
a
about
planet,
it.
bro.
Planet. It's not a planet.
Not even a planet.
No, it's a plane.
Think about that shit, chat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about, you brought up that Nick Fuentes guy? What about him? Like, what were you getting at?
No, I pulled up a clip of Nick. I didn't know if you wanted to play it or not, but I didn't know if you were a big fan of Nick or not. But
not a big
it's
fan.
a pretty good clip. I ain't gonna lie.
Got it.
But yeah.
You can drop it in the chat if you want.
Yeah, you can drop it over in the chat or something.
Yeah, I'll drop it in the chat.
But outside of that, man, I don't really give a shit nothing about what Nick Fuentes has to say. He lost me when he, I mean, I'd listened to some of the shit that he said, and I was like, yeah, that's pretty much on point. But then he just got fucking weird.
Wait, where did he lose you? So you went from agreeing with him to
when he started talking about Stalin was a great guy and all that shit, and I'm like, well, you're just a statist piece of shit.
That was the breaking point.
Yeah.
Stalin.
Yeah, he's a statist, man. I don't play along with any statist.
Well, it's like Mao Zedong and fucking Mussolini, right?
I mean, who was better, Mao or Chiang Kai-shek? Mao's the one that they ended up putting in the fucking in charge, right?
They did.
But we were actually backing Chiang Kai-shek. The U.S. was.
Well, he did the whole one child. Mao did the whole. They're trying to cut back on the birth rate. Yeah.
These Chinese communists back in the day, I guess my mom was telling me when she was in nursing school that there was a girl there from China. And she would correct you all the time too and say from Red China. And always these people carry around that little red book of Mao with them like people carry a Bible and shit. I mean, they got that thing with them all the time. And it's all his philosophies and his edicts and things like that, so.
And allegedly he has about 5 million Chinese deaths on his jacket, right? Allegedly.
Mm-hmm. That's what they say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stalin was no
there you go.
Thing any stretch of your imagination.
That was their Donald Trump, bro.
I wonder if there's anything about him. Did he come on and say anything stupid yet tonight? Oh, there he is. She just stated that the Trump administration allowed China to obtain 220 million American voter files, and his intel agency downplayed it all. What? Telling lies again. Holy
I
shit.
mean, didn't Iran close the strait again?
Oh yeah. Fuck yeah. It's like, no, you can't close it. We're closing it. I'm like, you guys are stupid. This is like the Three Stooges, man. Well, you can't close it. I'm going to close it. Fuck you. You know, like, what are you doing? Work against yourself to what aim, dude? God damn.
I mean, gas hasn't really gone up much here where I live, so I don't know how much validity you can put to it.
Well, I'll tell you what they've been doing is they've been tapping into the reserves.
Is that
to
right?
Make it look like there's no problem, see, and then lying to you about the cost of oil.
Wow. I mean, stop. Even if they were. Sorry,
yeah,
go
that's, once those reserves are gone, you know.
Most of the crude that comes out of Iran is basically for diesel for the most part, right? It's a heavy
right.
crude.
Yeah. But I mean, don't we have enough reserves here, Saab, to last like 50 million years?
No.
Okay, well then I was told bullshit, which doesn't surprise me.
No. Well, here's the thing. I'm not talking about what untapped oil. I'm talking about they got like these huge salt caverns that are filled with reserve oil.
Okay.
And that's what they've been tapping into. It's or in case of a crisis. But that's a limited supply. So there goes Moonshadow going crazy about something. Probably going outside.
Yeah, I was looking for Lionheart on Twitch. I can't find him over there for some reason.
I know that was a weird encounter, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Kick. I keep forgetting. There was another guy came on here from Kick once before.
Oh, Kick. I'm in the wrong thing. I gotta go Kick.
Well, he's restreaming. He's streaming your stream, basically.
That's basically what he's doing.
Which, I mean, he seemed nice. So, I mean,
he's all right. He's all right. You know, might want to kick back on, you know, if you're going to shock people, you're going to have to, you know, do it with a little more finesse, you know, especially this audience.
So the thing to come in with the whole Jew thing is like we're all kind of past that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean,
we already know. We already know it's too late. It's too late. We already know it's too late. Okay. You're not going to vote your way out of this shit as if you ever could. There's nothing can be done. The only thing that can be done is what it suggests in the Declaration of Independence, that when a government becomes a fucked up mess like that, it's the duty of the people to fucking take it over and redo it, man. Because where does the consent to the government's power comes from the consent of the people,
consent of the people. Yep.
And I don't see a whole lot of people consenting right now.
So, Saab, you made a great point there. It's the duty of the people.
Yes.
So we are failing at our duty. Is really what's happening right now.
Well, that brings me to another thing real quick. We'll get into that real quick. Okay, so did you hear where Hegseth is wanting to test all the troops for low T and then give them testosterone supplements to boost it up? That right there is a clear admittance to the fact that we've never had that problem before. So now what they've done is they've gone into this campaign, this effort to reduce the testosterone levels of men in this country to the point where now it has affected the military.
Yeah.
We didn't have this problem before.
No.
You
I mean,
know?
back in Clinton, they had the whole like don't say anything, don't tell. Or what was it?
Right.
Don't ask, don't tell. Yeah.
Don't ask, don't tell. But I mean, yeah. That could have been low T back then too, but
well, it seems like a lot of these gays that love war. Look at Lindsey Graham. That motherfucker get a boner for a war.
Yeah.
He loved it. Sick little bastard.
Yeah, he gets pretty hard for that. Yeah.
And why is it okay? So I think there's a lot to this. That I believe that he probably was killed in Kiev when they attacked that drone factory. There's not enough time for him to have taken a train ride, which I believe is like some ungodly amount of time from there to, because it's a no-fly zone, to Poland, and then catch a flight back here and then die of a heart attack. Get the fuck up out of here with that.
He probably died a couple of weeks
time.
ago.
Not enough time. See, if I was doing one of these psyops like that, or trying to make something look like it was something else, that's the kind of shit you want to check. You know, oh, he died in his home of a heart attack. Well, really? Okay. Well, we better bump up the time when that happened because there's not enough time for him to have returned from Kiev. It's something not working out here, so they don't, that's the whole thing. They don't pay attention to detail. They think that we don't pay attention to detail, and we do. It's them little things. The devil's in the details. It surely is 100%, man.
We do, but the average person doesn't, and they know that.
No.
Isn't that why Vlad wanted the receipts from the whole TFB thing from the crew, and nobody really presented
Right. Who would think anybody would ask for that, right? And that's the kind of shit that you gotta look at. What was that I was watching? And that's how they figured out. I said, how did this motherfucker have enough time to do that? What was that? You ever seen a movie called Gone Girl?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's a good movie.
Yeah,
that's the thing, man. That was crazy because the first half of that, I'd never seen it, and the first half of that, I'm going, oh, that motherfucker done it. He done it, But then you find out she's a fucking psychopath, man. She's a complete fucking psychopath.
I need to watch it now. I need talking about it.
Oh my God. My wife can't stand. She said that was the first time she'd ever seen that actress just because she saw it years ago. She said that was one of the first things she'd ever seen her in, and she can't stand the bitch to this day because of the movie.
She's probably a good girl in real life, man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God. It's like that's how I am with Michael Moriarty. Because the first time I ever saw him, he was this really fucking bastard Nazi commandant in a made-for-TV movie called Holocaust. It was back in the 80s.
Yeah, he told me about that one.
He was a real son of a bitch, that guy, in that movie. But he's a good actor, though, He's a good actor. I think he could. I saw him do something where he had to have a New Orleans accent, and he did very good with that accent.
You were just speaking about the military a second ago and stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, everybody? By the way, a lot of these things that they originate in the military, as far as testing certain substances, airborne type of things that they're considered weapons now with the smart dust. Like a lot of these things, they're doing to test on the bodies of the military personnel, unknowingly. I don't know if y'all knew about that.
They're nothing new. Testosterone therapy is not a thing that's new. That's not new technology at all. The fact of the matter is that they've gone on a campaign of reducing the testosterone of men in this country to a point that it is affecting the military. Yeah. So now they go, oh, shit, we need these guys to be kind of more juiced up, see?
Yeah, well, to your point, RG, you're right, because when you sign up for the military, no offense to our people who serve, I work with the military, but you're consenting to be government property.
Yep.
So they can run whatever fucking test they want on you. They can stick you up with whatever they want.
They can literally Article 15 your ass for getting a tattoo, defacing a government property.
Property, yeah.
That's true, because you're property. That's the key word there, property.
I wanted to say happy birthday to RG in person.
Thanks, man.
Happy birthday. Yeah, no problem. What happened to your stream on your birthday? Because it got chopped up, man, bad. Like they pulled it.
Oh, dude, I was time traveling with my laser.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, dude, that's what happened. Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Got caught up. Yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, no, I was mentioning the military just because a lot of this is digital now. A lot of the digital testing they're doing is in simulations, and they're hooking these people up to brain computer interfaces that, once you have this smart dust and neural dust in you, you're in these what they call LVC simulations, and they're doing these real-time simulations across the world, but you're all in this one simulated world that you're controlling real physical jets or tanks or whatever. And so they're interfacing and they're reading these, they're doing how do you call it, encephalograms or echocardiogram type technology, and they're mapping. There's something called the Brain Initiative project, and it was a worldwide thing with the military, and so they're mapping the neuro processes so that then they can take this technology and knowledge out into the public sector, and they're using these technology companies to achieve these unknowingly, like we might even be in a fucking simulation. Who knows? But my point is, like,
it has to work off of predictability. It has to work off of predictability. That's why I say be unpredictable, be ungovernable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's tough. It's tough for those that don't know, though. You know what I mean? So that's kind of why I brought it up, just to put it out there and let people look into it, because it's something that is rampant now in the public.
Yeah, you're not going to know unless you're told, or you're not going to, that's not something you're going to readily look into. Yeah.
Right. And yeah, then somebody just mentioned graphene. Yeah, with these, so what COVID shots were an interface. It's a computer interface that is billions of these little things that are now programmable.
You're transhuman. You're transhuman.
Don't even.
If you got that, you're transhuman. The Supreme Court's already ruled on that you're no longer human. You don't even have human rights.
You're putting out a Bluetooth signal too.
Signal.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez.
Yeah, like people call them the Mac ID things. Yeah.
Go up.
Well, here's the thing.
Go ahead.
Here's the thing that's got me mad about a certain, prominent flat earther or whatever. He's preaching these things about, these magic potions you can drink or whatever to get rid of all your, to cleanse your body, right? I'm sorry to say, but a lot of these things you cannot get out, bro. Like, and it's not one or two things. There's like hundreds of these graphene-like things that they're dumping in the air, and they have been,
Well, the thing is, if you willingly took that, I'm not going to say it. If you willingly took that poke, you just basically signed up for, like, we breathe it in. We know this, but you signed up for like a direct main vein injection of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's again, it's depressing and sad.
And it's not over with the guys that produce these jabs and stuff. These big pharma people and the tech people are in bed with each other. Well, it's not over. Like, they still want your kids to get regular, and they're amping it up. Like,
well, I might be a little bit early, but stay away from the explosive diarrhea vaccine. It might be a little bit early on that, but hang on. Don't eat at fucking Taco Bell. What's wrong with you? I'm figuring if you're dumb enough to go eat at Taco Bell, you deserve to have your asshole blow out like that. God damn it. That I learned.
Colon cleansing, bro.
They were pushing another thing with monkey something or other. Not the monkey pox, but there was another one they did, right? They were finding these cases that were saying orangutans were passing something over to people.
Yeah, there's not happening.
In India, yeah.
Anytime they tell you some shit like that there's a deadly disease coming up on there, it's not happening. It's not.
That's how they said we got AIDS, right? AIDS came from some
somebody fucking a green monkey or something.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, man, shut up.
And then Magic Johnson got it, and then there you go.
Yeah,
well, he hasn't died yet. He's still walking around. Ain't he?
He's still chilling, dude. Yeah, he's
you
chilling.
Need infusions of cash. See, I saw that.
They've always had their spokespersons to push this shit.
Oh yeah, Yep. Every time. Anyway,
every single time.
This is Turtle Watch Day 32. Mitch McConnell.
Turtle Watch.
Where the fuck is Mitch McConnell? Find out in the latest installment of my new hit series, Is Mitch McConnell Alive? No. Turtle Watch Day 32. Mike Nellis posted on YouTube, Kentucky Republicans have tried to take away Governor Beshear's ability to appoint Mitch McConnell's replacement. Beshear says he's considering ignoring the state legislature and appointing a Democrat to replace McConnell anyway. He believes the law is unconstitutional, that Kentucky's constitution gives him the authority, and that he's prepared to test the GOP on it. If he is publicly saying that he feels like he could constitutionally challenge this bullshit and appoint a Democrat to take McConnell's Senate seat, that means nobody knows what the fuck is happening with Mitch McConnell. That means nobody has a fucking clue. I mean, I have a clue. I think the guy's he's already gone, or he's a vegetable on life support. Okay, but the fact that Andy Beshear, the governor of Kentucky, is seriously considering this, I mean, it leads you to believe that the answer to the question, is Mitch McConnell alive? No. Thank you for your attention to this matter.
Thank you for your attention to this matter.
Dude, I thought he was dead standing up at the podium one time. He was trying to talk, and he stopped talking, and like he just stood there. I thought he was
just
dead.
blanked out, man. I remember that. That's happened a couple times. What? Wait a second. Is this one? Let me see.
What was it? Y'all remember that comedy movie with Dana Carvey where he was a turtle, and he talked like turtle.
No, I recall that.
Turtle. Just like Mitch McConnell, man.
He was like a man of many disguises or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dana Carvey was funny back in the day. Wayne's World was his biggest thing, I think. We'd be on Saturday Night Live.
He did a good Bush impersonation, I'll tell you. He really did. In fact, didn't they have him come up at a White House Correspondents' Dinner or some shit like that, and he introduced Trump or introduced Bush?
Yeah.
As Bush.
As Bush, yep.
Yeah, George Bush insisted on it. He thought that was funny as shit because he did not prudent at this juncture. Yeah,
I didn't know. Do y'all remember the movie The Fifth Element with Bruce Willis? And
yes,
yeah.
Well, do you remember Mr. Zorg? Zorg, do you know that was Dana Carvey? I didn't know that until the other day.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Skull and Bones.
Chris Tucker was in that too, and forgot the chick's name, but yeah.
Yeah, that was the first role that they made Chris Tucker into like this queer, Anyway, I won't talk about it. First time they put him in a dress.
Has a temple.
Friday to that.
Has a temple on the Yale campus.
Temple?
A temple, yes. It's a building maybe this 50, 60 feet by 40 feet, maybe 40 feet high. There's no windows, 2 big steel doors.
Okay, so pause. Because when most people hear secret society, they picture something vague, a rumor, a name, a symbol on the internet. But a temple is different. And what he's describing isn't subtle either. It's not a hidden room somewhere. It's a building on campus with no windows and steel doors. Look, we can debate the bigger story later, but this building is real. Watch this.
We know what the temple looks like because back in 1880s, a number of Yale students became a little unhappy about what was going on inside this temple. When they went by it at midnight, sometimes they heard strange noises and all kinds of rumors on the Yale campus as to what this might be. There was a break-in. I call it the Yale Gate. There was a break-in to the temple, and the students who broke in cataloged what they found.
This is where it gets weird, because you know how these stories usually go, right? It's always people say or some believe, but he's claiming something more specific. He's saying there was a moment way back where the secrecy cracked. Students broke in, and according to him, they left with documentation. And what they found inside had numbers on the walls.
And they made a drawing, a design of the interior of the temple. And 3 of the rooms are numbered. One is 322, one is 323, and one is 324. 322 is also, I suspect, the chapter number.
And then he drops a number, 322. And this is where the story shifts again, because numbers don't work like symbols do. A symbol can be interpreted 100 ways, but a number usually points to something specific. And what he says next is the part that really stuck with me, because it implies that 322 isn't just written on a wall. It's used as a signature, as if it's a quiet way of saying, I'm one of you.
322 is an identification. And also in correspondence between members, they conclude their correspondence where you and I would conclude yours truly or yours sincerely. They conclude yours in 322.
And this is where the name most people recognize finally enters the story. Because the order isn't how the internet knows it. It's known by something much simpler. Something that sounds almost childish until you realize how long it's been attached to real power. Skull and bones. And the number that keeps following it, 322. Now this is the part people usually skip past, because it gets uncomfortable. But it's also the part that explains everything. Watch this.
This is a symbol of death. Now why would they take a symbol of death?
Yes, from what I understand, when a new member is initiated, that would be in the senior year at Yale, he's placed within a coffin.
Oh my.
And from the photographs we have of members inside the temple, many of these photographs are the 15s sitting around a table, and they have this skull and the crossbones sitting on the table in front of them. It is the symbol of death, and it has been called the Brotherhood of Death, and I think it probably more adequately should be called the Brotherhood of Death.
Okay, this is where my brain stopped treating this like a rumor. Because up until now, everything could still be explained away. But this is the first detail that feels deliberate.
The Fraternity of Death.
Where do you sign up?
What the fuck? No, you don't sign up. They come to you.
I get you. Okay.
That's how that works. What was there a movie it had? What was the guy's name? Paul Walker was in it. I think it's called The Order. I think it's called The Order.
The Order.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds familiar.
It's a good one. It's a good one, man. It's where a guy gets tapped for the order, and there's a murder that takes place and a cover up and all kinds of crazy shit. And you find out that there's some serious power brokers involved at the top. So it's a good movie. It's definitely one you want to check out.
Yeah, that was one of his earlier movies, Paul Walker's.
Yeah. He was probably about 20.
He would have been young. Yeah, it would have been like he did Joyride, and then so yeah, it would have been around that time period. Yeah, great actor. I love Paul Walker. He's a great actor.
Have you ever made a movie about Jekyll Island? That's what I want to know.
I thought they did it with DiCaprio, right?
Hey, what?
I thought they did it with DiCaprio, right? Didn't they make a movie?
No, that's a Shutter Island.
Shutter
That was Shutter Island. No, Jekyll Island is where they hatch the.
That's Savannah, Georgia, right?
It's off the coast of Georgia, and it's where they hatched the Federal Reserve Plan with Senator Aldrich and all the robber barons who met there in secret in violation of the Logan Act.
Yep. They broke that one.
Yep, they don't give a shit about these laws. Those are for you, not them.
Rules for
What would we do without another fucking Lego movie, guys? Come on.
I don't know. We got another one? Nice.
We got one. I don't know what this is.
We would
They
be
say
happy.
America is the land of the free. But who gets to be free? And who gets to inherit power? Lindsey Graham died on a Sunday. By Tuesday, his sister had a crown. No election, no vote, no debate. The governor just handed it down. The senator's sister, the senator's seat. Democracy died in the Carolina heat. You preach it to the world, you sell it overseas. But back home, it's just a family tree. She fixed eyes for a living, never ran for a thing. Now she writes the laws that bind you and me. Trump said, great idea. The party said yes. The people of South Carolina, they got what was left. The senator's sister, the senator's seat. Democracy died in the Carolina heat. You preach it to the world, you sell it overseas, but back home it's just a family tree. first woman to represent the state. Funny how progress only comes when it's convenient.
I wouldn't call
Yeah,
it
they just passed it down like a crown. Now, what's that tell you? It tells you you ain't got to have any fucking brains to be a senator. You don't have to know fucking shit. You don't have to know shit about it.
Yeah. Right.
You're just there. You're there to follow the fucking company line. That's all.
Yeah.
Dude, I'd love to know the training that they go through once you get elected and you start working at the Capitol. I bet you there's a training program they go through.
Well, you got to meet the lobbyist in the lobby, and he hands you some cash, and you vote for him, his policies. That's all you got to know.
Well, I'm talking like the official training though, of like
the official training. Okay,
it's probably just like they've got some orientation. They usually are assigned a helper, somebody that a staffer that does know the ropes and shit that leads them around and. But still, I don't know how you could learn all that shit.
And over here, this is Mr. Steinberg. You like shake his hand, and he has an envelope in his other right hand, and he's going to pass it on to you on the backside. Yeah, there you go.
The distinguished gentleman. It's like in the Distinguished Gentleman.
Yeah.
They teach you how to take deals, bro. That's the training program.
Yep.
This is how you accept deals, bro.
Who's asked? Yes, and they're going to tell you how to vote before you even go in there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah. You're not voting
that's
on
democracy.
People.
That's true democracy, man.
Oh,
is it really?
Go ahead.
Go ahead. I was answering. A guy post anything on the comments? That's me. That's not a avatar.
That's really him.
Sure, bro.
Mm-hmm. It's me.
All right, then.
I believe you.
All right, we'll believe you this time. But just this time.
All right.
Not every other time. We're just not going to do it. Oh, yeah, I was going to show this is what I guess Trump had to say at the thing he did.
Bring it on, bro. I love me some DT. Yep.
The documents cover 5 major areas of concern. First, they show that over a period of years, starting during the 2020 election cycle, the People's Republic of China carried out what is believed to be the largest compromise of election data in history, resulting in China's illicit acquisition of 220 million U.S. voter files. That information includes names, addresses, phone numbers, political party preferences, and other sensitive data that would be needed to register to vote and engage in other nefarious activities, which is exactly what was happening. This data loss presents an unprecedented election security nightmare. The intelligence even shows that China assigned a data exploitation unit specifically to this new project. Compounding the travesty, the second set of documents we are releasing reveals that members of the deep state, very, very famous group of people, many cases, in our intelligence agency work to actively suppress and downplay information about the extent of China's sinister election meddling, covering it up from both the president and the American people like no.
This guy.
Can you imagine Bill Clinton speaking that way back in the 90s? How much of an uproar that would have caused?
But we're acquiesced to this fucking bird. I mean,
yeah.
Does anybody even believe anything he fucking says anyway?
Somebody does, yeah.
I'm surprised he can read a teleprompter.
Yeah, I am too.
So he said illicit. Okay, Mr. President, who are you going to arrest?
Mm-hmm. Well, he was supposed to put Hillary behind bars, but did that happen? I'm going to say no.
Well, if he's talking that China did this, that, and the other, somebody here on our soil had to be involved. So why don't you arrest that person?
Or he's probably friends with that person, you might say.
Exactly, which is why everything he says is bullshit, because he's right there with them. He's on the list, dude.
Oh, yeah, he is.
What is going on here? Hold up.
But remember, he's only partially honest. I mean, completely honest.
I wonder if we're going to get those other 3 million files
Good
dropped.
evening. Before we begin, I'm proud to report that our country is safer, stronger, and far wealthier than it has ever been before. Had transgender for everybody, men and women sports, crime ravaging our cities, and the whole world was laughing at us as a nation, but not anymore.
Motherfucker, read the room, dude. Everybody is laughing at us. The entire fucking football team. What was that country? Belgium? Was it Belgium? They won, and they were doing the fucking hokey strokey dance to YMCA, making fun of his dumb ass. Everybody in the world is making fun of the United States, and especially this fucking clown. Yeah. And he's, we're more respected now than ever. And no, we're richer than ever. Where the fuck are you getting that from? Where's it at?
He doesn't have any sources.
Show me the fucking money.
To your point, Saab, even our neighbors up north, they had a hockey game and they played the national anthem. And everybody was booing.
I don't blame them.
This is our neighbors.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't blame them. Not one fucking bit.
Yeah. Imagine what.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead, Roger. Yeah, I'm done.
I was going to ask one question. What's this weed shit? We ain't getting nothing. That's all I had to say.
He was talking about how we're doing so good that a friend of his who didn't even need a private jet went ahead and bought one anyway. We don't know people like that, Don. Okay, we're concerned if Charlie next door, hey, congratulations on your new Chevy pickup,
Yeah.
Right. Well, and when they say we, the people in the Constitution, when it was written by the founding fathers for a purpose of, corporation. We, that's the we, like the corporate entities, and they're right. Whoever in the just wrote older bones about the yellow fringe around the flag. Yeah.
Jefferson had to fucking fight like hell to get the Bill of Rights entered in to the Constitution. They wasn't even.
I don't think their time. Sorry, so I've got.
Go ahead. I'm done.
No, I was gonna say he said corporations back then. I don't think they had corporations in the '70s. Never mind. Never mind.
The United States Corporation was previously the Virginia Company.
I just corrected myself.
Yeah.
It's part of the. I think it's part of the. I think it's part of the East India Company that when America was founded as a corporation, it was splintered off into these other. They talk about you can't have a monopoly on such and such. Well, they do that to appease us, right? So we don't rip the whole country down and rip these corporations apart. Like they try to act as if they're acting in our favor, right? But they only do that to keep us docile. I think
it's the illusion of choice.
Yeah, or of decent choice anyway. Mm-hmm.
It's the illusion that you have an option when really they're all the same entity. Which
they lead back to the big trillionaires. Yep.
That's something we came to know way back in the day. It's crazy, bro.
Well, at least we're smartening up now, and we're trying to get the word out. At least.
Well, I mean,
there's some of us that are still doing that.
Right. Yeah. Which is good. Yeah. It's just what's going to take to wake up the majority of people, like the Hunger Games. What's it going to take?
Well, they still have districts, believe it or not. It's just like the Hunger Games. If you really ask the truth, but if you really could figure it out, it's run like a district, and the bosses make the money. The workers, not.
Can't seem to find that right now. Oh well. I got all this crazy shit up on here. There we go. We're over there. Now we're over there. Anyway.
This week it was announced that inflation saw the largest monthly decline in more than 6 years. Just happened. It was just given out. The media reported it, and we accept it. The best in 6 years. The tax cuts in our great, big, beautiful bill are saving hardworking families thousands and thousands of dollars, like with the provisions, no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, and no tax on Social Security for our great seniors, along with the interest deduction on a loan used to purchase a car, millions and millions of barrels of oil. We are likewise winning big in Iran, and you will see the fruits of that labor very, very shortly. America is back. And
Let me guess, 2 weeks, right? 2 weeks. 2 more weeks. Iran's begging for a deal, I'll tell you. They're God, why I can't stand to watch this fucking idiot.
There's a stipulation on that overtime tax too, by the way. It's not what he's saying it is.
No, nothing is ever what he says it is. He's a lying piece of shit. Every time. That's all he does.
Not gonna do it.
Not gonna
do it.
You came on just to do that, didn't you? Couldn't be prudent. Hey, Chad, how you doing?
Yeah, truth.
What's up, Cubby?
What's up, man?
Oh wait, I gotta go there. So here's David Icke. Who'd I lose now?
RG, it looks like.
Yeah.
He'll be back. So I like going back and shit that David Icke has said and then compare it to like where we're at today, right?
What's come to pass? Yeah, like the prophecy.
Yeah.
By 2030, the connections will start to be made between artificial intelligence and the human brain. We've been through a process of preparation, of getting people, first of all, stage one, addicted to technology that they hold. And they're targeting specifically the young, because the young of today are going to be the adults when they want to bring this AI connection in full blown. For that to happen, they have to get people addicted to technology to the point where they'll accept it and where it's the most natural thing in the world. So the next stage, because the idea is to get in the body, the next stage is to get on the body. Holdables, we went to wearables. We went to Bluetooth, Google Glass, and Apple Watches. And the next stage is to go in the body, which is already starting in places like Sweden. People in Sweden now are having parties to celebrate someone being microchipped. Sales pitch is when we connect to artificial intelligence, we'll be superhuman intelligent. No, you'll become subhuman intelligent. You'll become a vehicle for artificial intelligence, a psychological process, which is known as preemptive programming. You're going to usher in a world that is so different, so dramatically different, resistant, that says, hold on a minute, you want to do what? So you prepare them for it through preemptive programming. You put out a stream of movies out of elite controlled Hollywood. You put out television programs, you put out books, you put out all these things that basically portray the world you want to take people into. So when you literally start to bring it in, there is almost a familiarity with it because you prepared people by portraying it over and over again. This is a whole psychological process, familiarizing us with artificial intelligence, getting people to interact with it until it becomes the most natural thing in the world. By 2030, the connections will start to be made. Human brain will be connected to what he calls the cloud. Artificial intelligence will be more and more of human thinking. So basically, it's the totality of human thinking, at which point we won't be human anymore in terms of the consciousness processes we are using today. We will be artificial intelligence.
Yeah, fuck that guy. I'm good.
Yep. Well, no, he was actually telling you that's what's going to happen.
He's not a proponent of that shit. I can tell you that.
No. Yeah, no, but dude, the whole idea of it is bullshit.
Yeah. It's like you can't get away from the shit. You know,
they've been doing that since the 90s, dude.
I think
they had longer, like 50s and like even before that. They've been bringing this shit forever.
I think it goes all the way back to. I think it goes back even further, the 1800s, man. I really do.
They probably, you know what, Sav? They probably had the tech then. It all goes back to. I'm not going to say it because people get butthurt off the term, but yeah, it goes back to a time of that we believe that we're in the Bible. Anyways, I'm not going to go there.
How far is tech actually advanced now? What you got? You got yourself a phone that's got a camera on it. It's got an extra pixel now, and what, like 20 years or something?
Well,
You get-
I have to look at the whole progressiveness of everything. Which is if you go by, like, I remember first computer I got was in the late 80s.
You get a Tandy by chance?
It was no, it was another forget what
IBM. IBM probably, right?
Anyway, it was a 8086 processor running at a clock speed of 4 point something hertz, and then it had a turbo button that jumped it up to 7 hertz.
Yeah, I had one of those computers with the turbo button. Yep.
And that was something else. I paid extra to get a 20 megabyte hard drive. That was the biggest you could get at the time. Well,
maybe a Commodore, maybe, wouldn't it?
Now you look, and all of that plus more, way more, in this little tiny thing. Right here. This is basically, it's a chimera, is what they call it. It's a chimera device because we call it a phone, but people don't use it for a fucking phone.
Barely ever, yeah.
Right? Exactly. They go a text message,
it's a friend, a babysitter, it's a companion.
Yep.
It's a little,
it plays movies. Yeah. I mean, literally.
It's a movie theater. So
now let's make it look like a person.
Therapist.
Now let's take it and make it look like a person. And give it a kind face and shit so that you'll, come on. They're working real hard to get the micro expressions down on these AI robots and shit.
Well, damn it, son. I got one question.
People that are for it are just like, I could finally have a girlfriend now.
Yeah. They see, the thing is, dude, it's not nowhere near what they're saying though. Well, it may be hidden in the bunkers, but what they're giving us, it's still not there yet.
Mm-mm.
I got a question. Why haven't we been back to the moon in such a long time? Yeah. I don't know. How do you know?
The simple answer is because we didn't go.
Going next year. Chill out.
We are.
Have patience.
It's always next year. I've been hearing that shit since the 70s, man.
Artemis 3.
Yeah. I'm waiting.
Well,
get your popcorn.
It's a little flaw in my uranium glass.
I've been watching.
What'd you do?
Cubby's been posting. I didn't do anything.
Oh no, I was sucking this off. But
what is that, Sov? Is that an ashtray or what is that?
It's just a little dish that my wife picked up at this antiques mall down in Verona, and this is uranium glass.
Oh yeah, I got some of that. Yeah, it glows green in the dark. Yeah, you get a black light. Put a black light on it. See what it does, dude.
It's awesome. Pretty cool. Yeah. Anyway, this used to be quite common. This shit used to be quite common. Glasses, dishes, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, man. I like that. Yeah.
Uranium glass, right? We drink from uranium glass. Well, Mr. Tesla over here was creating uranium glass light bulbs. Check that out. Because when he understood that he could tap into the ether, he understood that he could light up all of his light bulbs using uranium glass and different types of gases so that we didn't have to use this garbage that we use today. Uranium glass bulbs. Once Tesla realized we didn't have to use the technology that we have today, which is horribly inefficient, JP Morgan cut off his money. So these are light bulbs right here, which are lit up. That's copper right there. That's a copper coil. Those are light bulbs just lit up using the ether. That's it. Straight up. Just the ether right there. That light bulb right there, that's an incandescent bulb. Copper coil wrapped around, producing a charge, lighting up the bulbs. Also right over here on this side, you have an electrostatic device. And electrostatic devices aren't talked about too much because they tell you that they don't work. It's interesting because Tesla was lighting up all types of things with electrostatic technology. So it gets real good. Let's keep going. This is where it gets fascinating.
Yeah. Oh, it cuts off there. God damn it.
Every time.
Fascinating.
That's not profitable. So no, we're not going to do that.
Listen, that's everything you see that they do is it's been to the detriment of mankind, going all the way back. Taking away natural medicines and replacing it with pharmakia. of using mostly petroleum based products, our food, and the regulations they put on it and the shit that they allow these demon corporations to go ahead and do to save a buck, as long as it's to the detriment of our health. And then of course that you got everybody screaming, we need healthcare in this country. We need to have healthcare in this country. And it's like, why don't you go to the real question? Why do we have so many sick fucking people?
Right. Why?
That's a problem.
Yeah, they don't care. They're like,
there's something wrong with the herd when you have that high a percentage that need to go to the vet all the time.
mm-hmm.
Come on.
Yeah, dude. If my cat were to be sick like once a week, I'd be questioning, okay, am I giving him bad food? What am I doing wrong here? I wouldn't be thinking, come on, dude. Jeez.
Yeah, most of the dogs I've had in my lifetime, and this is what the vets told me, like I was feeding them like Purina style dog food. And they said and they've developed health problems real early on in their life. And they're like, they would actually point to the dog food, like you need to upgrade their food because you're actually feeding them just pure shit poison.
Yeah.
Yeah. Say the same with humans too. They feed us shit. Like if you're going to stop by McDonald's and get, or 2 Big Macs and 2 large fries and a shake every day for lunch, you're definitely going to have health problems.
Not far off from Purina.
Yeah.
Trust me, I live right next to one. The Purina.
I used to live one in Flagstaff. They had one. You could smell that thing for like
smells
20
like
miles.
Burnt brownies every day.
Oh Jesus, man!
Purina's probably better for you than the McDonald's. I can tell you that.
Probably,
right
probably, dude. Yeah. I need to upgrade my cats. I give them Friskies, but I need to fix that because I'm sure
that's a Purina product right there in itself, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you can't afford it. Like you can't afford to buy the Mirac and the blue
shit's
buffalo
expensive.
Stuff. Yeah, I know.
Frisky. You make it yourself.
Yeah. Well, they got some.
What are you saying? Cats? I don't know what cats eat. They're weird.
Catfish.
Well, cats. They like wet. They like wet food.
Yeah.
They like bunnies. They like birds. They'll eat mice, moles.
Yeah.
Just about any other kind of rodent.
Yeah.
But
I was going to ask you a question though, right quick. You just did some lives recently. I didn't get a chance to look at them. What did you post in your lives? Where'd you go?
Who are you asking me?
You, yeah.
I didn't do any lives.
Well, you did.
You mean just posts?
Yeah.
Oh, I went to a water park.
Oh yeah, that's what I was trying to remember. And we had a water park just like it called Wet and Wild. They had the same rides. They're like
that's what they used to call my ex-girlfriend. But anyway, what?
She's wet.
What are you saying?
David Crush says Old Roy is probably better than McDonald's.
Oh yeah,
no doubt.
It just reminds me of Chevy Chase and National Lampoon.
Yep.
Vacations. They're going shopping and they got a whole cart of Old Roy pushing it through. Well, gee, Clark.
He just took
over
over
for a month. Yeah.
He just keeps piling it up.
When that cat got that Christmas light, though, that I lost it. I pissed myself laughing.
Yeah.
That thing had 9 lives. He sure used them all.
He sure spent them all right there, didn't he? Then takes a sip of his beer. He's always got a beer in his hand.
Holy shit.
I love it. I love it. Anyway,
I think they're trying to redo that movie too. That's a shame.
Oh, don't do it! Don't. Do it.
No.
Well, they're doing Spaceballs is already coming out.
They just need to stop. They've ruined everything.
I know
everything they've redone.
Like they're doing it intentionally now. Let's have Snow White and have a black girl. What?
Yeah, of course.
No. What are you talking about?
That's Snow Black, not Snow White. Yeah.
Snow Black, yeah.
He agrees.
Oh no, is it who I think
Flock cameras capture a complete vehicle fingerprint and use neural networks to identify and track people. Flock's system can generate heat maps, charting a vehicle's movements for 30 days, which can be used to reconstruct a person's movements, associations, and habits. Flock's nationwide data sharing allows police in one state to track vehicles in another without probable cause. Flock cameras have been under much public scrutiny lately, and many have been destroyed. But Flock isn't the only private company helping to build a mass surveillance state. A company called Axon launched a clip-on streetlight camera called the Axon Light Post in 2025. The device is powered by the street lights socket and is designed to be installed on existing street lights in under an hour. Axon terminated its partnership with Flock Safety in January 2023, which was seen as a strategic move to compete with Flock. But Axon is also less noticeable than Flock and much more difficult to destroy. The Fourth Amendment requires a detailed warrant with probable cause, but these new surveillance programs are collecting data on everyone without any suspicion and are in direct violation of the Fourth Amendment. Privacy is foundational to liberty. It is an area within which the individual is free from interference and able to do and think whatever he chooses. Without private space, individuals cannot develop their own thoughts or make independent decisions. Privacy ensures the government must rely on the consent of the governed rather than predictive surveillance. Privacy shields individuals from arbitrary interference by the state, and the loss of privacy creates a relationship of domination. Privacy allows for the mistakes, embarrassments, and false starts that are part of human life without permanent public record. Modern surveillance systems that make every aspect of public life permanent, searchable, and trackable are fundamentally incompatible with the freedoms outlined in the U.S. Constitution. The transition from Flock to Axon is already happening rapidly on a local level. The Axon Light Post is designed to plug directly into the existing sockets of standard streetlights within minutes. Most U.S. police forces already use Axon body cameras, Axon fleet dash cams, and Axon tasers. Axon is now adding the Light Post surveillance tech into their existing software, Axon Fusus, which is already used by most police departments. Axon Enterprise recently acquired Carbine, an Israeli-founded emergency call management and 911 AI mapping platform. Carbine's platform is being merged with Axon's ecosystem to power Axon 911, which is already deployed in 49 U.S. states. Axon 911 feeds directly into Axon Evidence, which is already used by over 500,000 law enforcement officers across the United States. While Carbine is now owned by Axon Enterprise, Axon has maintained Carbine's development center in Tel Aviv, where roughly 80 Israeli engineers continue to code and build the software's infrastructure. Section 219 in the 2027 National Defense Authorization Act establishes the United States-Israel Defense Technology Cooperation Initiative, which will deeply integrate Israeli technologies, including AI, cyber, and autonomous systems, into U.S. defense procurement. Because Axon is an American company operating an R&D lab in Tel Aviv, the passing of this bill would make it easier for Axon to pursue federal U.S. military contracts using technology built by its Israeli engineers. By permanently embedding Israeli-designed software, quantum computing frameworks, and AI systems into the bedrock of the U.S. military, the U.S. becomes structurally dependent on a foreign power for its own defense. The United States-Israel Defense Technology Cooperation Initiative in the 2027 NDAA is designed to lock in these technological partnerships. If a future U.S. president or Congress wanted to halt military aid to Israel due to human rights abuses or policy disagreements, doing so would become incredibly difficult because the U.S. military's own systems would be codependent on Israeli code and components. Greg Reese reporting.
Yeah, it's kind of sneaky how they got in, you see.
So they were already in to start with, though, weren't they, Saab? Were they already in here to begin with? They're just giving the green light for more of their projects. Right?
Oh, my God.
Ding dong, Axon calling. So why? What would you say is the difference between these any kind of surveillance camera and our phones? Is it the fact that we all have our phones, and we're not in a big uproar that our phones are spying on us. We're not in a big uproar that our TVs are spying on us. But flock cameras are the thing where we draw the line.
Well, I think it's the fact that the oppressors, the law enforcement, are using this shit.
Well, they do on their phone.
Well, not. I mean, they will use stingrays, shit like that. But the thing is that it's just right out there in the open. They got AI, hooked up, and AI has got so many fucking flaws. I've saw where they gave somebody a ticket for something they weren't even doing. They weren't even in the area at the time. That lady that they went up and was, look, we got you dead to rights. You're in this neighborhood from this time to this time, blah, 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 saying she was a porch pirate.
Yeah.
And she wasn't. She had her, thankfully, she had her own fucking video to prove that she wasn't. But we've come to a point where now you're guilty until proven innocent. You have to prove yourself innocent. It's bullshit.
So the difference could be. Go ahead, Roger. Yep.
I was gonna say, remember Minority Report? That's what this reminds me of.
Never
Pre-crime. Yeah. Never heard of it.
Well, remember that he was trying to stay incognito. He's trying to stay incognito, and everywhere he went, something was picking him up and throwing advertisements to him and saying his name and shit everywhere.
You say Minority Report, so is Demolition Man. Watch Demolition Man.
Demolition Man.
Very similar.
That's a great movie, man. So Cubby, to answer your question, the difference would be with our phones, we buy them, we pay for them, and we
consent to it, huh?
Yeah.
So when you walk out into the public, though, whatever cameras they have up there, we don't so because it's in the public space, we automatically consent to it, I suppose. Is it a two-party? So like, when you video somebody, some states have two-party laws where it's like,
what about your Ring doorbell?
Look, man, I think it could actually be. I think that it could literally be
oh boy,
getting some static from you there, potato guy.
Hey, what's going on, man? No, I just wanted. Yeah, I had to go do something real quick, so I'm back.
Your audio is really bad.
Oh, is it loud?
Yeah. It drowns all the rest of us out. Yeah,
I fixed it.
Did she have fun?
No, it's still bad.
It's still some kind of static coming through.
Static.
Yeah, it's like background noise or something. Like you got a fan running in the background or something.
Yeah. It's probably the fan. Yeah.
You got AC? What's up, man?
There you go.
Yeah. There you go.
How's that? Is that better?
A lot better.
Yeah, much better.
Thank
so
you.
we're live on Kick right now. I see.
Yeah.
Yes, I made it, Mom. Yeah, we are.
How
live
many
on
people
Kick.
you got watching that?
I got like 300.
Wow.
Not too bad.
Yeah, we're just vibing, having a chill night, you know.
Vibing.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's cool, brother.
I like to pick people's brains. I like to see, what's going on in their minds,
Well, I'll tell you, I'll give you a little bit of advice. My mind's like a bad neighborhood. I wouldn't venture there alone.
Yeah.
Why, do you live in a black neighborhood or something?
No, I said
wow.
Come on, you walked right into that. That's funny.
I walked into what?
Dude.
So if you're gonna pick my brain, I want to pick your potato brain. How come you don't show your face on camera?
Yeah, there you
Hey
go.
man, you got to watch out for the feds, man.
Oh,
you got to watch out for the feds.
Oh, yeah,
You got to be careful with that.
Oh, they don't know what you look like because you use a potato instead. Get the fuck out.
Hey,
Hey,
if they show you something, if they show you a clip and say, "Hey, is this you?" You can go, "No, that's not me. It's not my face."
Man,
now, if
you're
they
ahead
show
of
a
the
clip
game.
that
Never
you
mind.
said,
I
you
stand
can't
corrected.
really talk your way out of it. You go, "Yeah, that's me. Hey, what are you gonna do?"
You know what?
They'll
It's
never
because
get your voice.
I'll stand behind anything I fucking say.
There
You
you
know
go.
why? You know why? Because I'm not a
There
coward.
you go.
HH, brother. Hell yeah, HH.
There you go, brother. Amen to that. Yep.
HH, brother.
And we have a title for people that with nameless, faceless potatoes. And that's basically what we're looking at now, aren't we?
Multiplying her,
Nice.
apparently.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta watch out, man. The Jews are out there in full force, man. You gotta watch
They're
out.
out there. The Indians
you
are out
you got
there.
a problem with the Jews, don't you?
You got the Indians are out there too. You can't forget
The
about
Indians, shit, man.
Hey,
They're
this
gonna
is free
scalp you,
grouping.
dude.
Yeah. See, you all thought you had it all figured out. Okay, we got them put away on reservations and shit now, right? They're just regrouping. Okay,
Yeah.
they're gonna come back. They're gonna come back.
Remember the little bighorn, man. Remember the little bighorn.
That's right.
Dude, the Iroquois were the fucking savage motherfuckers. The Iroquois Indians.
Yeah,
you heard of them?
Sav had a lemonade stand at the Custer's last stand.
I
did. How much you charge for a lemonade, sir?
Hey, we need to deport this fucking Sneeko. Am I right? Get this Sneeko out of here.
We don't hang out in Kick World.
I don't know anything about Kick. This has been, I think, maybe my second introduction to Kick, and I forgot that it existed since the last time until just now, where I was reminded that there was somebody on there. I guess I don't know. Anyway, remember what I was saying about the AI being older than what we think? This is along those lines, man.
AI took over the world hundreds of years ago. Your history is all AI. Photoshop has been around for hundreds of years through various means. Photos themselves are much older than we are told, at least 200 years. And I don't believe the first Photoshop is in 1857 like they say. The Mona Lisa was printed, it wasn't painted. Renaissance paintings like the Mona Lisa were made with 2-micron paint. 30 to 50 microns is the average today. It was perfectly layered and couldn't be replicated today. Yet we're supposed to believe that Da Vinci made it with mortar and pestle paints. Nothing today can be compared to what was being made in 1434 by Jan van Eyck. The reflection in the background is perfectly displaying the reversed image. No one can replicate this level of detail. This is a print, a laser print. Photoshop was also done through etching. We have all been getting catfished. How much of the history has been etched away? These are the original filters. Cartoon filter, whitewash filter, sepia, grayscale. Supposedly there were no Civil War photos in battle, but plenty right before. And it doesn't stop with people. Looks like a lively city block, huh? Those people are painted in. This is in the New York Public Library. You can see they're painted in if you look closely. That horse was never there. You can see they removed people from this one. Their legs are still there. I'm sure many of you know about the Vanilla Sky photos. What a terrible crop job there. They edit out the skies and remove buildings. The sky is commonly cropped out poorly. This whole building is superimposed onto this block. Yet they have been able to solve overexposure in the skies since 1867 with the collodion process. Oops, actually 1857. Yet we get vanilla skies even into the 20th century. Maybe this is why. Even in film, we have layering. Half the people aren't even paying attention to this. History is worse than chicks with BBLs and filters. And don't get me started on the sculptures. I've actually been to this place too. The name of this piece is called Deception. It's made out of a block of marble. It's a fishnet made out of a block of marble, and he made it in secrecy. More laser technology that the mutants took over after the reset. That slightly raised pinky causing that muscle flex being captured perfectly like that. The Renaissance was a reset. None of these artists existed. And there was a hard reset between 1776 and the Civil War. AI is the opposite of Yah. It's really AI. AI has existed since ever. It is a program that is being uploaded through organic AI, aka human.
So we're doing it.
Damn, man, he was spitting facts. Okay. Damn.
Dude,
okay.
Those 1800 photos are amazing.
Damn.
That mirror shot, that was awesome.
You know, I'd often thought that perhaps that the Mona Lisa was done using some kind of a photoreactive chemical.
Yeah.
Chromatic photoreactive chemical.
It gets
and then using a photo obscura.
Dude, this whole AI stuff, man.
Yeah.
It's like, are we even like real? Are we just living in the Matrix? It's starting to make me think like, bro, what is real anymore?
Well, I mean, I wouldn't say it's Matrix, but like they've had technology longer than they've told us. That's the moral of that story.
Well,
no, bro, I think this is deep. This is more. There's more to it than that, bro. There's way more than that, bro. Way more.
Well, I mean, if they've had the technology, yeah.
Well, Cubby took a trip to the observatory, right? And they had those sheets they put in where they're doing galaxies. I want to take a deep dive into those prints they put over the lenses to see what if they're actually drawing galaxies up to. You're not actually looking at these things. You're just getting light exposure
What
to
the
it.
fuck?
Yeah.
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 It's like an observatory. Yeah.
They're supposedly what they captured.
Yeah, sure.
Well, I know that's what I'm saying, but
Obscura.
Yeah.
This is some wild shit, man. Some wild shit.
Show your kick chat.
Yeah, let's see how many people you got talking about.
300, remember?
Dude, that's crazy. Yeah.
A lot of folks.
It probably went down. Hold on.
So you're on your own some now?
That's a bummer.
No.
I'm at 167.
Wow, that's
Dude,
far from 300.
Think about that
Hey,
movie.
well, I mean, it's more than what you got, Chubby.
Actually, it's not, but this ain't my channel either.
I got 187 on YouTube.
Sucks to be wrong.
Here's the
I'll show you the county.
All your people, all your watchers are watching us.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Well, they're watching me, watching you. Remember, we're in the
Yeah,
Matrix
you're
right
not
now.
really doing anything except being a
Your
potato.
sarcasm is awesome.
You know,
Why
I mean,
are
it's
you
not
being
like
a- why are you being a-
it's not
why
like
are
you
you-
can be aggressive or anything, right?
You got that nervous laugh.
Laugh.
Yeah, it's kind of like Wesley.
I just don't understand. Why are you guys so pressed?
Dude, think about
I'm just trying to vibe.
Think about
trying to
does that
vibe,
mean?
man.
I'm sorry. My first language is English. What the fuck did you just say? Pressed.
Pressed.
I'm
Pressed.
sitting here.
What does that mean? What does that mean? Share. What's the vernacular?
You don't know what pressed means?
It's
Well,
Gene
yeah,
Cardism.
It means like, why are you
Squeeze
upset?
something
Why
down
are you
flat.
upset? Why are you
Cap,
upset?
bro, cap.
Yeah. Okay. Now we got it.
So
Oh, we got this
Lionheart,
guy, Chud. We got this guy. Chud, look
got-
at him, bro.
Yeah, shut the door. Yeah.
You just call him a chud?
Chud, yeah, we got Chud right here.
Hey, think about
This is crazy,
2000.
bro.
You got that
This
nervous
guy, this
laugh.
guy with his
Yeah, I'm
fucking.
gonna take away your content, bro.
Thank God. Yeah.
Wah,
who did he call Chud again? I don't know.
Me.
Oh,
That's
geez.
what happens every time. Every time I get somebody, it's Chubby, Chud, Wookie. I don't know. Take your pick, right?
Yeah, it's all stereotyping, anyways, man. Like they don't have anything else to say.
Chud Norris.
Alright,
Hey,
take
Snowman,
away
that's
his
pretty good.
content. Now what's he gonna do? Right? Now what's he gonna do? Anyway,
Troll for somebody else.
Did 2 rounds of voting in Washington, D.C. result in the American people losing more money and more sovereignty? The answer, of course, is yes. The results of the voting can be summed up simply. Americans lost, and Israel won big. While a massive military spending bill was voted on in the House that included another $3.3 billion for Israel, Republican Representative Thomas Massey introduced an amendment to cut it all. But the amendment failed, 314 votes to 104. Massey being the only Republican who voted in favor of it. The rest of the Republicans took to X to celebrate sending more of your tax dollars to Israel. And AIPAC was celebrating right along with them about Massey's defeat and the billions of dollars coming out of your pocket and going into Israel's coffers. They are so arrogant that they are rubbing it in our faces. But this wasn't the only kick in the teeth that the American people took. The same bill pushes through deeper military integration between the United States and Israel. It expands joint operations, technology sharing, data sharing, and closer entanglement with a country that is currently assigned a threat level of critical by the Pentagon due to its past and present acts of espionage against the United States. Even Rand Paul voted yes on the final bill, ending a long-standing confidence the America First movement had in him. But what does this say about the direction our country seems to be going in? And even while our relationship with Israel is less popular now than it's ever been, that fact seems to have little to no effect on decisions those who are supposed to represent us are making. But one thing is for certain, we are less sovereign today than we were yesterday, and here are the people who are responsible for that.
Jesus Christ. Yeah.
Disappointed now.
Listen, they're doing what they're supposed to do. That's their job. Their job is to figure out how to fuck you more and more. That is their job as board members of the United States Corporation. It's increase their shit and take away yours.
Well, keep getting in there and voting, y'all, because I mean it's making a difference. Can't you tell?
You got to vote. You got to hold your mouth right when you're voting.
Pull that lever. Oh, we don't have levers anymore. You can vote via mail or get on the line and do it, can't you?
Well, last I heard, a felon is not allowed to vote, right? Unless they've restored their rights. And he wants to go against having votes by mail. But he's a felon that voted by mail. He's a convicted felon who voted by mail. How do you get to vote?
I don't know.
Who just complained about the elections, and yet here he is voting by mail, right?
Right.
It's like the hypocrisy is never ending. But
and casting an ineligible ballot. He's not eligible to be registered to vote. Not if you have a felony.
Or hold a firearm or be near a firearm. Yeah.
That's right, which I think technically he can't be commander-in-chief either. So there.
How can you control the military if he's not allowed to be near firearms? Yeah.
Yeah. How is he legal to be elected? That's the real question. He's not. I got another book too. It's called Nuclear Weapons and the Truth About Bombs.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, I know.
That's a good one. You can get those books, incidentally. Same one
There's a
Roger
website here.
spoke of earlier. There's links down in the description of this video tonight with a promo code. So
He saw going back to the AI stuff. You remember that movie 2000: A Space Odyssey?
Yeah.
Yeah, you fall asleep to it every time.
I know. I do too. Fucking thing puts me to sleep, man.
But that was AI, was it not? That was AI.
Yeah, Al.
Al.
So they've had it, and you got to think if they showed it to us then, they had it probably way before that too. So I mean,
I had a form of AI when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Oh man, how'd you get rid of it?
It was a magic 8-ball, they called it. And
you shake it up
and then turn it over, and it would reveal the answer in a little window in the bottom.
I had a magic 8-ball, but it didn't last long.
Yeah.
Especially when I shared it with my friends. What?
You break it open, see what was inside.
No.
I always wonder what they look like on the inside. I never broke mine open. No.
I never broke mine open either. I always did.
There's a little genie in there.
Yeah,
turning the cube
It was
over.
a little Sinbad.
You break it open, and that little fucker gets out. No place else to go, and
because that's a Mandela effect right there, right? You said Sinbad, did you not?
Yeah, that's why I said it.
Shazam, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was just thinking, Dave, what are you doing, Dave? Hey, Dave.
Sin's not good.
Sorry,
Sin bad.
I'm sorry, Dave. I can't do that. You're very matter of fact about it.
That's the voice that puts you to sleep in that movie. So.
Yeah. So this is how bad this shit's getting, man. There's people are hitting cameras with their fucking cars.
On purpose?
People are now hitting flock cameras with their cars as dissent continues to grow nationwide. It's gotten so bad that Flock is now unable to pay for the destroyed cameras to be replaced. One of the areas where vandalism has surged recently is Ashland, Ohio. Investigators revealed that multiple tactics were used. Some camera poles were directly rammed by vehicles, allegedly including dump trucks and semi-trucks, while other units were smashed using a club or baseball bat. Law enforcement is currently trying to use neighboring undamaged flock cameras to track down the vehicles involved in the destruction. These protests are continuing to grow every single day, and it's being chronically underreported. Some of the states include Texas, Georgia, Virginia, and South Carolina, just to name a few. In several states, anti-surveillance activists are putting American flags at the site of the destroyed cameras. And according to recent reports, the surge in destruction is creating a massive financial headache for local governments. While Flock used to replace vandalized cameras for free, they've quietly updated their terms. So now towns are locked into 100% replacement costs if they don't buy separate, expensive premium insurance packages.
Jesus. It just goes from bad to worse, don't it?
Yeah, dude. Yeah. You guys are getting boned in Virginia, man. I'm glad. Jeez.
Well, they're trying.
I'm glad I'm in Maryland, dude.
Well, no, the courts have said that they're these gun bills. No, they're not doing it. and most of the sheriffs, law enforcement said that they're not gonna enforce them. What's going on, Tam?
Bro.
Bro.
No kidding, right?
Yeah.
You need a potato to go with it. You really do.
I still don't understand what that means. What that mean? Folded? What do you say? Folded? Why are you folded? Or no, pressed?
Pressed. Yeah, folded and pressed. Yeah.
What's that supposed to mean?
Like pressing you on, like if you're pressed for pressure, like your anxiety, like you're pressed.
Oh,
that's what he. Yeah, that's what he meant by it.
And I can't get too keyed up, man. I smoke too much weed, man. I'm like,
I know, right? That's what I was thinking to myself as he was saying that. I'm like, Stav's high as fuck. So
yeah, it's like I'm talking to a fucking potato right now, really, and I'm not even questioning it, really. And then that hit me. I was like, "You're a goddamn potato, man. What's up?"
It's the internet for you.
Trump potato. What do you call a Trump potato?
A
dictator.
Dictator. You Cubby.
Cubby's good, man. Cubby's good.
A little weenie
He's
face.
quick. He's quick.
yeah. Emphasis on the dick. I'm like,
oh my god. So yeah, they drained out the reflecting swamp, and
they did.
Yeah, they drained it out because they got to fix that shit. See, and there's no 350-foot gash, but you know what there is? There's tire marks. There's tire marks from a really heavy armored limousine and several other armored fucking SUVs driving across it lengthwise before it cured. So
I wonder who that would have been.
I'll tell you who it was, and they need to put that turd needs to put himself in jail for 10 years for that, vandalizing a national monument like that. And give him another 5 just for being a dickhead, you know? Judge's discretion or some shit.
5 in parole and 2. Yeah, that'd be right.
I'll see all work release. Yeah.
Why is he still the fuck alive? What is going on, man? How are they keeping this guy alive, man? I'm seeing him leaning way forward and shit. Was that from that frontal temporal dementia shit? His fucking hands are rotting off of him. He's got ankles bigger than my thighs. I mean, your shoes shouldn't have muffin tops on them. You know, like, I'm just saying, you shouldn't have
fluid buildup. Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what that is. They start getting that fluid buildup.
It's called ascites, really. Ascites is what it's called.
I was going to say he shouldn't have taken that tent peg. That's the first thing. That's the first.
Oh, that was the beginning of the end right there. A tent peg up the ass. That's going to get you.
Thank goodness, though. I'm so glad with Sasha. What was his name? William?
Sasha Riley. I don't know. He was supposed to testify.
Never came on.
I never heard any more from it.
Imagine that.
Yeah. Wait till the big mystery box next week. That's what they do with every fucking thing. Oh, we'll have to wait to find out what's in the big mystery box. They even ran it with that Patriot Act. Oh, we'll have to pass it to be able to see what's in it. What? No, you don't. You get to look at that shit. In fact, you're encouraged to look at that shit before you vote on it. You don't just vote on it and say, "Oh boy, what did we get?" You know, like Storage Wars.
This brings up another thing.
You know, I know what's going to happen to me. I'll go to one of them Storage Wars and win the bid, and I'll just get some of these old fucking socks or some shit.
Broken down equipment or.
I got a question though. What happened to those 10 tankers that we were supposed to get? That would have helped, you know.
Oh yeah, the ones, the gifts. The gift?
Yeah, the gift, the gift from Iran, yeah.
Wonderful, awesome, most spectacular gift ever in the history of gifts. Something along those lines. I'm paraphrasing, but, you know, bombastically. I want you to picture bombastic fucking enthusiasm about a gift.
Yeah, but nobody ever reminded anybody that they were supposed to have them. Did anybody find them ever?
No,
it never happened.
I think at this point, I think at this point he just says shit and everybody goes, "Huh."
Right.
I don't think anybody really takes what he says serious at all. I mean, I don't think anybody believes any of the shit that he says,
except my parents.
Yeah, there's some people out there, but
the people that are watching Fox News, that Sean Hannity sure is a good-looking young man.
They're all fucking hypnotized, dude. It's mind control, really, is what it is.
Who's that little son of a bitch they got on in the daytime on Fox there? That it looks like a little leprechaun or something. Not Gutfeld, that other guy with the face. He's got the face and the kind of curly
with the face.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's just, he's like got one of those punchable faces. Kilmeade.
Kilmeade.
Yeah, Brian Kilmeade.
Is he still on there?
Oh yeah, I see his stupid face from time to time in a clip here and there. It's like
he was the one that said that they needed to kill all the homeless, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
And then the McRib comes back, right?
The McRib always comes back. It's getting that time of year again.
How about
Like
the hurricane that was in Louisiana? Yeah. When all the homeless people disappeared after the hurricane happened in Louisiana, quote unquote, all the homeless people disappeared. What happened to them? Where did they go?
Gators got them.
Yeah.
Had themselves some McRibs.
They went to California, bro. That's where they went.
Underground.
They're living in the underground Vegas. Underground. There's like a whole underground community underneath of Las Vegas. Did you guys know that?
Yeah,
It probably is, dude.
Yeah.
Wouldn't surprise me. Yeah.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, they live in some kind of like tunnel system thing.
Listen, that place, you know, when you first, you're kind of mesmerized the first time you ever go to Vegas, right? Because all the lights and shit that's going on all over everything. It's like a kind of a carnival atmosphere, and it's like glitzy and cool, you know. But I've been there many times, because anytime I had to go pick up somebody at the airport, they flew into Las Vegas. And so that was the closest, that was closer than Los Angeles. So I'd go and pick them up there. It's easier. It's a nicer ride through the desert. But of course, oh, cool, Vegas. Let's look at some stuff. Okay. But it starts getting, there's a vibe there that's just not cool. You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Sin City, man.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
And you start to notice that like you go down Fremont Street. Now that's kind of cool because it's covered. You're outside, but it's covered in the ceiling is like digital. It's like all digital video and shit. And they've got a one of them things that you hook onto and you fly on a cable. What do they call that?
Zip line.
Yeah, zip line. We got a zip line that runs all the way down Fremont Street. You can pay and get on that thing and go. That's pretty cool.
Did you see those painters there? Like they use the frisbee and the spray painters.
Yeah,
yeah. We've got a couple of those paintings. Those are amazing.
You see, we actually saw a woman who was being paid money to put her bra back on. I'm not kidding you. She had like two of the most mismatched boobs I ever saw in my life, man. It was like one was like a water balloon with a big old cookie nipple on the end of it and shit. The other one was kind of like sort of normal, but looking off that way.
Yeah,
it was crazy.
I did see Elvis on Fremont. They have a few of those down there.
Oh, they're everywhere. Oh my God, they're everywhere.
We lived there for 10 years. It was so much fun. We worked up at the Nevada test site, and yeah, and those staged rallies. You know how they come in and people are protesting the nukes and all this kind of stuff. They'd show up at 1 o'clock. The press would come. They come in a bus. Everyone would take videos, and then everyone would disperse after about 10 minutes. And it's like that was it. To be on the news at night, and it was
that's all it was for. It's just
it was so silly, but it was fun. We were up in the
My youngest daughter got married on Fremont at one of those drive-through things, and we did a little ceremony there. And we got to go to Fremont after that. It was quite an experience in itself. But
if you stop and look, just take it all in. That's the only place I ever saw that had a Denny's with a full bar. Was in Vegas. I was like, what the fuck? They got a full bar in the Denny's? Okay.
I've never been to Vegas. I've been to Reno.
I stayed at a hotel where they had a Denny's upstairs from the casino, and I believe it had a bar in it too. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I guess gambling might as well. But what I was getting at is that every one of the 7 deadly sins is celebrated and advertised. Just you can sit down on Fremont Street and just look around you and you'll see it. They got this place called the Heart Attack Grill or Heart Attack Cafe or some shit.
Yeah.
And if you're 350 pounds or bigger, you can eat free.
Free. Yep.
Yeah.
Doesn't make much sense.
And there's scales. There's scales that you get on before you go in to see if you meet the requirements. Of course, you know, I weigh what, $120. I'm not going to make it.
Yeah, you're not going to make it.
You're going to get eaten by the 350 pounds.
Yeah, I'm staying away from that guy. He looks like he ain't too picky.
He looks pretty good. He use you as a toothpick.
I don't know. Maybe
It's
leave him
brisket,
on,
man.
make him chase me a little bit. Maybe lose a little bit. You know?
Last time I was in Vegas, I'll tell you, dude, everybody's walking around with a beer in their hand, and it's like The Walking Dead with Bud Lights.
Oh my God, I know.
That's what it is, dude.
What's really crazy is go to one of the lower end casinos, right? At about 2:00 in the morning. And you will see some of the most pathetic creatures you've ever seen in your life. You will see 90-year-old women chain smoking and drinking and just playing fucking video slots, man, just going crazy and shit. And they'll tear your arm off if you take one of their machines. They will.
Jeez, dude.
Oh my God.
I stayed at one of those, but I didn't go downstairs at 2 a.m. though.
Man, you missed out on the best part.
I wasn't gonna miss that. I wasn't gonna see. I love studying people. I love watching the public. You know, just kind
That
of.
would have been interesting, yeah. To go if I would have go downstairs, that would have been interesting. Yeah.
Of course, there's still plenty of. Go ahead, Ray.
Yeah, right outside Fremont, there's a little hotel called the Cortez, and they have an elevator entrance. In order to get on the elevator, you have to provide your room key and your ID before you actually get it, and it's to keep the hookers off the elevators, because that's how bad it is down on Fremont. If you bring one up, you got to sneak it in under a coat or something, and it's like that's their policy.
Sounds like you're talking from experience, Roger. How
you know all this information, sir?
I was gonna say I've been there, done that. Just gonna say I'm gonna throw that.
How many did you sneak up, Roger?
I didn't sneak any up, but I had one approach me outside the elevator, and she schooled me on this. I'm like, really, I need to know this. But she was propositioning me outside the elevator. I'm like, all right. And then Rhonda walks up behind me, like, who is this? Like, well,
This
I
is
don't
my
know who
good
she is.
girlfriend.
Yeah,
Help me sneak her in. For right now, she's my sister. Anybody asks, she's my sister. Yeah.
No, you got to get a stripper that works there, so you don't have to sneak her in.
Well, there you
Ask
go.
me how I know.
Those like business is dying out there pretty good.
Let me guess, because you were supporting single mothers $1 at a time, right?
That's right. Sir. That's right.
$5.
It cost me more than $1. I think it was about $2.
Oh, well, yeah.
Inflation.
But it was worth every
More
penny.
than
I'll
one
say
way.
that much.
Back in my day, we got to see the boobies for cheap.
As much as I love this part of the conversation, Sav, you had brought up that Randolph Mantooth died. Was that 2 nights ago? You're talking about that?
Yeah.
That was so sad.
Yeah.
Can I show you something? I've got like 5 pictures. Can I show you?
Sure.
Can I share the screen? Okay. Let me see if I can do this real quick. Let's see. Let's see if I can get to it real quick. It's down here. Okay, can you see that?
Let's see. Yep.
I don't know what you're seeing. Okay. This was, can you see where it says to me, it's to my name, to Tamara? So it's a signed, an autograph thing. And I got that when I was younger. Somebody, my dad's friend or something, got me pictures of those. So my first crush, I used to watch Emergency all the time. It was like, so there's a couple of things that happened with that. I ended up, when I worked at the Department of Justice, we were doing an incident command system and unified command video. And I worked so hard on this, and we planned it, and we got Randolph Mantooth to be the narrator. He was going to do the voiceover, and he could only come for one day. So we had all this planned, and I was so excited. And I was going to finally, we got to meet him at a Congressional Fire Service dinner a couple of years earlier, or like a year earlier or something like that. And so we had talked to him about if he could do this. So we already set the stage, but I was hoping to really get to, see him, talk to him, meet him, instead of just at this big fire service dinner, big dinner at the in DC. And so, so that's him up in the top left with the black shirt. So there's something that happened, like he switched days or something, and I didn't get to meet him. And I was just devastated.
Oh.
And there's a little note on the right where it says, so the girl in the red sweater, she wrote me a note and she said, Tam, she called him Randy. And I'm like, I didn't get to call him Randy. This is not a project. And I didn't get to. So he was super nice and he remembered meeting us. So I'm like, oh, I was so excited. All right. So that was one thing. So that's the thing. So then that was my thing, is I became EMS. I became EMT. So I'm right there. I don't know if you can see, but in the front, in the middle between the two white shirts, but I'm in the middle. So that's in Prince William, Sov.
Oh, wow.
That's right there, Stonewall Jackson. So that was that. And then I got into hazmat.
Oh, God.
My license plate. If you looked, how like you look at ambulance in the rearview mirror, or like
hazmat.
Yeah. So if they're behind you and you look in the rearview mirror and it says ambulance on the thing, it's set backwards, but you look. So if you look at my license plate in the rearview mirror, it said hazmat.
Awesome.
That was squirrely. That was a long time ago. And then there. So that was like
Duke's a hazard, yo. Yeah.
Is that the place you went to, Seth?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, I think so.
That's what we're talking about.
A few years back. That's a few years back.
That's like 30 years. That's a long time. I'd kill for that.
Has he been there that long?
And then the Jeep. Don't you?
Wait a second. Hold on, wait a second. You're blowing my mind. So Cooters has been there. Yeah, I guess they have been there quite a while. Because I remember right when not long after I first came here, Ben Jones was a representative out of the what's that county next over for where Sperryville's at? You know where I'm talking about? Just over the mountain. And he was from that district, and he used to come into the Brookside restaurant over in Luray all the time. I remember I'd wait on him all the time, man. He was really a nice guy. And then after he got out of there, I guess it's been probably about 28 years, that he opened that thing up. Wait a second. That's the one that he had over in Sperryville, isn't it?
I just remember it was right off the road. It was just on a 2-lane road.
Was it close to the where you get off the mountain, wasn't it? Where you go to Skyline Drive at from
this
Luray.
is like 94, 96.
That would have been the one that's over in Sperryville.
So you were talking about that. That was cool. And then you have a Jeep, right?
From there. Oh yeah, there you go.
That was our Jeep. And then this was just because every time I see myself on here, I've always got my mouth wide open. So I was like, yes, that's just me. So I always have my mouth open. So I just
I got two questions for you there. Does anybody remember Turk and Enos, the TV show?
Turk and what?
Enos. It's
a
spinoff.
Anyway, I thought you said. Anyway, go ahead. No.
God, help me.
Yeah. Well, that's why I asked.
Yeah.
What are y'all talking about turkey anuses for? What's up?
God.
Do you remember the video game? Do you remember the video game Toe Jam and Earl?
Yeah.
You got like a little shopping cart and a crazy mom with the kid and elevator
and space.
That was funny.
Was that on the Sega or the NES?
But I have a second question. Where were your Daisy Dukes at? That's what I'm. The next question.
Right.
No, that would have been epic for that picture.
I think I topped out with Atari, as far as video games were concerned.
Circus
Atari. Topped out with Atari.
The Atari 2600, baby. It's like. That's what my grandson was over here, and these kids are used to this Xbox and PlayStation and shit like that. And I says, you want to play video games? He goes, you got video games? I said, yeah. So I fired up the Atari.
Dude, the 7600.
Pong,
Dude.
right?
Put in Missile Command. I said, let's play Missile Command.
Dude, Space Invaders.
So what you got to do
Space
is you
Invaders,
got to
yep.
shoot down. I says, you got to shoot down. I said, it's like that Iron Dome thing. You got to shoot down all these nuclear missiles that are coming and save your cities down here. And
Dude,
of course, I'm a champion at that game. I can kick ass on that game and shit. And I got up there and shit. I kept going and it's going next level. And pretty soon I looked at him and I goes, "Welcome to my world."
Yeah, dude.
You want to know what else on those video games, especially Atari, when you're looking out on the horizon, it's always flat, isn't it?
It's always flat.
Oh yeah, always. Yeah. Oh, since Tam's here, I want to just thank her in person. Thanks for the extra book. I was not expecting that. That was lovely. I appreciate it. Yeah. And the notes are even better.
So
I get so embarrassed. Thank you, Sav.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I'm gonna start doing a little bit more with magnets because they're really interesting. I've got a whole box over here of neodymium magnets, all different shapes and sizes and shit.
I bet you do, man.
Yeah,
I do. I got.
Huh?
Well, one of the things I think is really cool is when you do shit with copper, involving copper.
Yeah. Yep. I've been dabbling with that shit. Yeah.
Drop one of them down through a copper pipe. I've got a copper pipe over here, and you drop it down through it, and it just goes real slow, and then when it breaks free, it goes free fall speed.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Sob's Emporium.
Yeah, I've got my little. I've got all kinds of shit over here. I got a little Tesla coil. This one's a battery operated one. Yeah.
It's been my month to get books. I got another one. Paul got me Welcome to Flat Earth by John and Adam. And then somebody gave me a book. Jeremy Bird gave me another one. He's demonstrating. Oh, that's cool.
Sob's the fucking wizard, dude. Do that,
Mr. Wizard.
All these fucking toys around.
Yeah, and Jeremy Bird sent me a book called True Earth Whisperer by Sonny Davis. It's a pretty good book too.
They sending you books, bro?
Oh yeah, man. I'm booked up, dude. I'm telling you.
You booked up?
Oh yeah.
I got these little flat ones. I got little flat neodymium ones.
Oh,
cool.
God damn, Sob. What the fuck?
Some of them round ones.
What? Jeez, dude.
Man, these things are hard to get out of here. These ones I had, man, they broke because they slammed together and two of them broke. The little flat ones.
They're pretty powerful. That's why. Yeah.
Oh my god, they are. And
how'd they slam together?
I keep them in a metal fucking dog bone box.
At least you don't have a pacemaker. Yeah, if you had a pacemaker, it would affect your pacemaker. Those
pacemaker.
Yeah,
I will never have one of those because I'm not letting them cut open my guts, man. It's just not happening.
Me neither.
Sob, you're smart.
Milk bone box.
You're a smart man, bro. Oh yeah.
You guys were talking about the dog food earlier, and I was laughing, and it's like, because they always got carrots and peas. And I was like, yeah, when my dogs are outside, they're hunting for carrots.
Oh my god, do they? They forget to eat those wild carrots? Oh shit.
No, not at all. It's like, why do they put those in there? They don't want vegetables. They don't want...
Yeah.
Gotta get used to it.
I think it's a kick that my dogs are instinctually aroused when they hear the predatory sound of kibble landing in their bowl.
Dude, I've always wondered, like, why don't they put like a bunny meat in my cat food? You know, like bunny meat or squirrel meat.
Why don't they make mouse flavored cat food? What's up?
Right, that's what I'm saying.
We have
Yeah,
a mouse problem. Why don't
corner
we
the
have
market?
Yeah, you could.
It's always fish. Like all my cat food is all fish. But what about mouse?
Sparrow bite. Sparrow bite.
Fucking like some, instead of tuna flavored, give me some fucking mouse flavored Friskies, bro. I'll give it to my cat. Yeah.
I'll tell you what these guys, they love. They go fucking nuts for it too. They've got this jerky for dogs that's made out of duck. And let me tell you something, man. They get one of those, and it's so funny because little Cece, you've seen her here on the show. She's a little bitty thing. And I give her one of those things, man. She'll run off like a bandit, and she'll jump in her little bed, and she'll be eating it. Well, of course, Moon Shadow comes over, and you can see all of a sudden you'll see that little dog. She's like, like that at this big German Shepherd, and the German Shepherd's backing away, like, okay, fuck it, I don't want it. You know,
Jeez, how many dogs do you have?
4. I had 5.
Yeah,
But my granny passed away
a while back.
in October.
You're like me, but with dogs. I have 5 cats, so you're like me with animals.
I love them.
animals. Yeah.
They're honest. They're
You're a crazy cat lady.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, my wife.
If I had the money and if I had the space and time, shit, I see these all the time, man. They know I'm a sucker because I see these things come up on Facebook and shit. Or this rescue
in the arms
down here at our
of an angel.
That's the torture.
So adorable.
Just starts playing inside his head.
You could play that and just show my dogs, and people would think they were abused. You have that music, because they got this little soulful look when they look up at you, and you're listening to that music. It's like, look at this dog. He's probably, tortured and abused and shit. And it's like, no, these dogs don't know the name of it. They don't even know how to.
Yeah, don't they always show the emaciated dog with 3 legs in those videos though?
Yeah, they have the 3 legs.
Gunk in their eyes, and they look so.
It's like those little starving kids on those commercials, for the cost of a cup of coffee, you can save an African nation. And I'm like,
I could take a picture of.
I'm thinking I might need that coffee. I'm just saying, but.
I could submit it, and you would think my cat is neglected just because of the way I took the picture, right? So you could fuck with that
yeah. Well, and they use these, like these things where you're going to be. Who am I getting an echo from?
Not me. Let me.
I don't know, sir. Who is that?
I don't know. It's gone now. Anyway,
is it me?
Let me see. Yeah.
You got it. So.
Yeah. I don't know how
so they make it so that it was sort of like you were adopting one of these kids, and you could get letters from them and shit like that. I was thinking, how would that go? How would that
pen pal, dude?
Write him a letter, dear Haji. We just had Thanksgiving. There was so much food. We had to give the leftovers to the dog. How was that bag of corn I sent you?
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry you can't afford to eat today, but we had a great Thanksgiving.
I got to thinking though, maybe if you kind of, ate some of them flies that crawl around in your mouth, it couldn't hurt. You know what I'm saying?
I hope you enjoyed your championship World Cup United States jerseys.
Yes, it helped you out a whole lot. President Trump commemorative coins.
Yeah, send them some of those out. They can eat those. Yeah, eat the.
No, but I guess they're really gonna. I guess they're gonna put him on a fucking $1 coin.
I think you couldn't do that with any living person.
President can't be on.
Yeah, you're not. It's in the Constitution. No living person can be on the currency. Because let's face it, where they come from England, and the king was on every goddamn thing, right? Kind of like Trump. And so maybe it will end up constitutional, though. We can fix this. If they've already started minting the coins, we can still fix this. No living president can be on a coin.
Doesn't he already have coins like silver coins that have Trump?
He sells.
Yeah, but those are those things that he makes and sells.
Commemorative ones.
It's not official currency.
No,
like his phone or his shoes, right? Didn't he have gold shoes, tennis shoes, or something?
Well, he made a phone
gold
too.
Tennis shoes, the phone, the Trump phone, Trump mobile.
Right.
That nobody got, by the way.
No.
Trump College, wasn't there a Trump College and a Trump plane or something?
Yeah, there's a Trump College and you can graduate from it too. Yeah, you can be a winner like Trump. Go to the
bro. I gotta check that school out, bro. I gotta get my degree in Trumpism.
Yeah, you can do it online, man. But I had a claim come up to me that this equals globe. All right, that constellations don't change in size no matter where you are on the Earth.
Right.
So I looked it up, right, and the quote was an angular size. So I looked at. And it gave me the space.com thing from Space Center. And it says, are there any flat earthers that are astronomers? And I'm like, I didn't ask that question. I asked if there was angular size change in constellations. Right. But I mean, they have this stuff programmed in here already. If you ask questions that they don't really have answers for, because they didn't give me an answer for.
Well, that's mostly what Google does anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. All it's doing is feeding you the status quo. That's why it'll tell you men can get pregnant. Whatever the status quo, that's what Google's going to say. That's all
it just feeds your biases.
Go to Yandex.
Yeah.
Yandex ain't as good as it used to be.
Okay.
What is it?
Yeah, it's went way downhill. Yeah, it's almost like as good as using Google at this point.
Yeah, well, they did it in a definition. They did say that it does change size, but it takes 23,000 years for the shift in the universe. You know, oh my God, really? That wasn't the question.
So how would they fucking know that? How would they fucking know any of that?
So they'll give you
records of that. They've been keeping records of the angular size of constellations for 25,000 years.
I'm guessing, man. I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. I was trying to figure that out myself.
They'll give you that bullshit if you ask something like that. But if you ask like a regular question, Google will give you the right answer. So it's like it's programmed to fucking spit out bullshit when you ask controversial questions.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I caught it.
Programmed that.
I've caught it contradicting itself in two consecutive questions. So, does a permanent magnet lose magnetism? The answer was yes. And then I said, do permanent magnets need recharging? And it said no.
Okay, that doesn't make any sense.
Okay, so I'm thinking, okay, there's word magic probably. Okay, let's think about that. Do they need to be recharged? No.
Right.
Can they or are they recharged? Yes.
Yeah, you'd have to reword the question.
Right. It's sort of like, see, it's the word magic. It's the assumption, like we're the online Websters, and I've pulled out my Websters from 1974. I think it's got every definition you can think of in it. And you look that up, level, not anywhere in it is there anything about conforming to the curvature or anything like that. But in the online one, it says, the first part of the definition says no part higher than another. Okay, that's straight, line, level, right? And then it says conforming to the liquid portions of Earth's surface. Well, here's the trick. Nowhere did it say that the liquid portions of Earth's surface are curved. It just says it conforms with it, which it does because it's not curved.
Right.
So it's a little bit of word magic, just like if I were to say, nobody's ever found any of the bodies that I've buried. Did I say that I've buried any bodies? No.
Nobody's found any yet. Yeah.
Nobody's found any of them that I've buried. Well, there's good reason because I haven't,
Mm-hmm.
But the assumption is that I've buried bodies and no one has found them. It's like if I were to say I've never killed anybody that didn't deserve it. Now the assumption is that I have killed people, but they deserved it. No, I didn't say that. I said I've never killed anybody that didn't deserve it, or anybody that did deserve it, or anybody for that matter. So, there's how word magic goes. It places itself off of your assumptions, and these globetards, they jump right on that. So it says right there, and I'm like, where does it say that the Earth's surface is curved?
And didn't you say that with a telescope, that's just one dimension? It's not like two sources. It's not like binoculars or something where you can get some depth with one, a mono looking, whatever, then that's only one. You can't get depth from.
Well, the thing is once you got one in focus, all of them are in focus. The illusion of depth comes from the different sizes and brightnesses of the different stars. So you get an illusion of depth. That's what that's doing right there. Is it's like, really far out and deep, and it's not. It's an optical illusion. It's just I can do the same thing on a wall with Christmas lights. And you'd think that they were different depths away from each other, but they're not. They're different lights, different brightnesses placed in different places.
Yeah, I can do that. I got a little
the encyclopedias. You ever had the encyclopedias, the whole entire collection?
Yeah.
The World Book.
I did. My folks bought me for my birthday. I got a brand new set of encyclopedias. I was in the 1969 World Book Encyclopedia set.
That was Google back then. Yeah,
He used to go around selling them door to door back in the day.
Well, I was a very inquisitive kid. I was all the time, why is this like that? Why does this do that? Why is this, always asking questions, not even questions normal kids would ask either, because it was like, what? Here. So they'd say, well, that's a good question, David. Let's go look it up. So we'd go over to the World Book and go, what's that start with? What's the subject start with? And then go to that letter. And then it progressed. It would be like, okay,
right,
go get the whatever volume goes to that, and then get it. And then we'd look it up. And then pretty soon it went from that to go look it up. I'd ask a question, they'd say, go look it up. And then I just stopped asking them the questions and went and looked it up. And then perhaps discuss it, assuming that they already knew it, which in some cases they didn't, and they had to really play along.
Yeah, they didn't know. They didn't know. Yeah.
Really, because I can remember. I mean, I didn't talk like a little kid. I didn't talk like a little kid. When I started talking, it was pretty rapid progression to where I'm talking a lot like how I am now, with the same inflections, all that same kind of thing. And so it would freak adults out. And I can remember I was like 4. Yeah, I was 4 years old. And there was these people that lived across the street from me. There was an older couple. And I loved going over there because the old lady that lived there, she had a mynah bird. And that thing, I could make it talk. And she was all the time baking stuff and making mulberry pie and stuff like that.
What's a mynah bird?
It's kind of like a mockingbird. And they can talk.
Oh, okay.
Repeats.
Okay.
They can talk. They'll mimic you. And anyway, her husband was out there painting the garage one day. And I walked up to him, I thought, I spend a lot of time with Vern. I had to see how Ken's doing. So I walked up and giving her a new coat of paint, hey, Ken? And he kind of looked at me and I says yeah. Yeah, and I'm just little, And I said, so Ken, what do you think of American involvement in Southeast Asia? He says, you should probably go in the house and see if Vern's got some cookies for you.
Wow.
That's what I heard people talking about, right? I mean, there was veterans, people who'd been there, who's coming home and sitting around the front room in my mom and dad's house smoking doobies and talking about shit, And
yeah, they were in Korea. Yep.
Yeah. I don't want to go down the street and play with that kid. He's a little son of a bitch. I'm more interested in hearing what you people got to talk about,
He went in to watch Emergency, right? Sauce?
You had the good, intelligent older people to talk to, though, which is nice.
Yeah.
We didn't have that in the 90s. There was nobody smart to talk to, so we just played.
Well, I mean, we had our share of dipshits, this one woman that we knew, Diane, we met him. The way we met him, it was really crazy because her and her husband were driving home. They lived about maybe a half a mile from us up the same road, and it was about 10:30 at night, and we heard this loud noise out in the road, and I was like, oh shit. When we woke up, well, no, I think we were already up. It was like a Friday or Saturday night, and go out there, and these people, their muffler had fallen off their vehicle, and that's what the noise was and shit. And he was trying to get it picked up, but it was still hot and everything. Anyway, they got it over in the grass and moved the car and waiting for the muffler to cool off. My dad just looks at the dude and says, hey, you want to smoke a doob while we wait? And the guy's like, hell yeah. Anyway, that woman, that poor thing, she was so blonde. No offense. I mean, I'm talking about the quintessential blonde, the stereotype. She was such a sweet person, but she was such a dipshit. Oh my God. Some of the shit she would come up with, I forget what was it. Oh, and her and her husband went over to India to follow Bhagwan Sheesh Rajneesh. Well, this guy busted for fraud, man. He ended up getting busted for fraud, this guy in India. He had a limousine with different color for each day. Or a Rolls Royce, I'm sorry.
My man, he was doing it right then.
Yeah, man, he was and everything. Anyway, he had this beard and wore a turban and shit. And she wore a little picture of him around her neck and shit. I didn't know that's who it was. Wow. I asked her if that was her dog. She said, "No, it's my guru." I said, "Your dog's name is
Wow.
Guru?"
Damn, dude. That is fucking funny as shit.
She's like,
I got a question for you, Saab, right quick. Do you remember one of the episodes of Emergency where this kid built a rocket in his backyard and they had to go get him out of a tree? He was trying to get to space. There was one. I distinctly remember it. Yeah, and they were talking the kid down on a tree, and it was all about space for some reason. I didn't get the episode now, but it's just
they had to get him the Rampart stat.
Yeah.
I would it be about
Station 51.
D5W.
Station 51. Man with a pole stuck through his head. What?
Dude, why was Star Wars about space? Just curious. Why was it?
I don't know.
Space
Man.
is the fantasy, man. It is.
That's where everybody's mind was at in 1977.
It's the final
We were
frontier.
wearing moon boots, and in the
Did you
winter
stand in
time,
line, Sav, to watch it in the movie theater, Star Wars, when it came out?
I didn't have to. My best friend, his mom was a manager of a multiplex, and we could just go in and watch any movie we wanted to for free whenever we wanted.
We were in those lines. Yeah, that was.
Oh yeah, I remember. That's that same summer shit we saw.
Who'd you dress up as?
We saw
Everybody dressed up to go see it, right?
Rocky Horror.
You get
Rocky
to watch
Horror
the
Picture Show.
nudie
Yes,
film
you
too?
remember that, Sav?
Yeah.
And you'd bring rice to midnight things.
Hot
Rocky Horror.
dogs.
Yes.
Every
Oh
time
my
somebody mentioned Frankenfurters, people throw a hot dog up in the air.
That Tim Curry. That was funny.
He's not
I'm
doing
gonna show
so
you
hot these
something
days.
quick,
I know.
Yeah, so I was talking about making stars. I got a projector here. I'm gonna turn it on right quick. But I have a galaxy behind me over here.
Look at there.
I know. I can
Not
change
dude,
it.
Roger.
I knew you
Turn
were
it back
over.
on. Turn it back on. No, that's all on the wall or the ceiling or again. Put it back in the green shit.
Hold
Man.
on.
What are you
Hold on.
doing?
Let me I'm trying to get to different colors.
Yeah, come on, Beavis.
Give me a second. Give me a second.
Roger, it's fucking Star Trek.
Doesn't want to work right. There we go. There you go. There you
All
go.
right, so that's what I was talking about with that illusion of depth.
Yeah.
See how those little dim ones look like they're further away than these other ones that are closer, And that's the illusion of depth on a two-dimensional ceiling, or a wall or whatever it is right behind you. So
Trying to change colors. They got like several different
Hey,
settings.
I'm watching an episode of Star Trek here. Watching your video, bro.
There you are.
Yeah.
Was it Trouble with Tribbles? Remember that one?
Trouble with Tribbles, yeah. Those things died everywhere. It was they was taking over. You opened up the air shit thing, and a bunch of them fell out. And they just breathed.
I never saw one of those things move ever in that whole show. I never saw.
Little puff balls.
What is that light, Roger? What is that light thing you have there? That thing's
It's a
pretty cool.
$19 projector you get at Walmart for stars and galaxies.
Oh, okay.
You can buy 'em.
I might get one. That shit was
It's
sick,
shaped
dude.
like an astronaut. He's got a suit there.
Perfect.
I have something similar to that, but I like how it has like the simulation of the night sky. That's pretty cool. Yep.
Yeah.
So anyway, back when I brought up magnets, because dipshit said that water makes magnets lose their magnetism.
They do.
Yeah, water kills magnets. He said. I'm not
kills
shaking it.
magnets. Well, that's
Yeah.
not true.
Yeah. This guy said that.
And the same thing with the magnetic elevators. We want them to be made hydraulic, which it can be hit by lightning. It can be hit by anything. When a little water touches the magnets, it doesn't work anymore. And you're in the Atlantic Ocean with waves that are 60 feet high, and the Pacific Ocean with waves that are 70 feet high. And they're talking about magnets. It makes you want to get sick.
He doesn't know anything, does he? He doesn't have.
No.
Dude, I got a little like magnetic calendar that I stick to my fridge, right? It's got magnets in the four corners, and then it'll lose, its potency, and I'll wipe it with a damp rag or a damp paper towel, so it'll make it stick again. So I don't know what he's talking about, but
Nah, he's not. No,
he don't know shit. Water is actually diamagnetic.
Right.
Water is diamagnetic.
I'll beg to differ. I believe that he does know what he's talking about, and I believe he does know what he's saying is bullshit.
To a degree.
Yeah,
Depends on
somebody who doesn't know anything, 99% of what they say is bullshit or things that they're trying to repeat. The problem with him is he can't even accurately repeat what somebody said. That's why he's called this a military excursion. You mean incursion? Oh my God.
Don't forget it's a 3-hour tour.
Did you know that dumb has a B on the end of it? A lot of people don't know that. No, just you know that. That's all. Everybody else in the world knew that. Okay, and you didn't remove it so that it fit. You didn't know it was there in the first place. So stop.
So I mean, like Obama, what did he do differently? You know, he was better at reading a teleprompter or what? You know,
Obama wasn't no better than any of them. This guy's just blatantly criminal right out front. He don't even fucking care. And I think that what's so much of a piss off is that it's really insulting to your intelligence.
That's
you know,
it's a test of it to see how much you can put up with, basically.
It's a test. Yeah, I agree, Cubby. It's a test. Yeah.
And by the way, I went through your calendar last night on my stream, and I like the pictures. They are very telling. I love that. The 13-month calendar. That was a nice. You're welcome. You did a good job putting these together.
Somebody says, I don't think he passed his cognitive test. He thinks that's an IQ test.
I don't even think he took one.
Yeah, but who would be proud to take so many?
That's what I'm saying, too, because you know what? They probably told him that that's what it was to see how smart he was.
Well, then they give his own TV show.
You got to stroke his ego to get him to do anything. I can see that. You got to stroke his ego, and whoever does that best is who he's going to listen to too, because he don't know nothing, you know. And you don't
his
dare
little pictographs in the morning when he's getting his information, right? He can't read or he needs to be shown.
He wakes up in the morning and watches his gorilla channel that he has made for him.
Oh my God, I know, right?
Yeah.
I want to
watch
see
the apes eat bananas.
God. And these are the people. Look at these people that they put into a position you're supposed to have high regard for. Right, Stephen Miller. Stephen Miller looks like an extra out of fucking Schindler's List, right? And he's about as evil as what they made the Nazis out to be. That guy is fucking straight up evil. And then you got this Pete Hegseth. Dude wore mascara and shit in fucking high school. What a creepy little homo. I'm serious, man. And then you know all these people, Trump himself, he's like a 5-year-old who's never been told no. You know, you throw a tantrum anytime somebody goes against him. He gets mad and breaks his own toys. He's that kid. And these are people we're supposed to hold in high regard. And they're so far beneath actual people. They're like the bottom of the barrel, and everything is so fucking upside down.
Yeah.
Everything. This was another little video I got that was from my son Ryan. But this is
somebody playing something in their background.
Not me.
All right.
I don't know. I don't hear nothing. I did kind of.
It was like faint, but that's all right.
Oh, Rhonda's playing a show in the other room. Maybe it's
not me. Anyway,
it's Rhonda. Yeah.
It's like, who farted? This is turned into. Somebody got background noise. Oh, somebody cut the cheese. Who was it? It was you, Shifted Reality.
Yeah, I my private property.
What's that?
That wasn't me, bro. No,
that was me. I was just saying I'm going to shut the bedroom door and it'll kill the noise.
Okay, you could have just done that without telling us. Anyway,
this is my private property. I paid for it. I maintain it. I take care of it. I'm not being paid in any way whatsoever anytime I go out and use it.
I hope you have a good day, okay?
All right, thank you. You have a good day.
For all the skeptics out there, this is another excellent example of standing on your fundamental right to travel and winning. At the end of this clip, I will give rock-solid evidence that the motor vehicle codes of every state are meant to regulate commerce only, and that the right to travel privately cannot be denied or obstructed.
I mean, obviously, my only concern is that the vehicle's insured for the safety of the public. If there was to be an accident, that there's some kind of.
Is that required of a private traveler?
If you have a vehicle on the road, yes.
Is this a vehicle or is this consumer goods? Because it's deemed by Supreme Court rulings that a private automobile is consumer goods and a vehicle is deemed equipment used for commercial uses.
So this isn't a vehicle?
No, this is my private property. I paid for it. I maintain it. I take care of it. I'm not being paid in any way whatsoever anytime I go out and use it.
Like I said, my only concern really is just the insurance, just because, I mean, if you were to get into an accident.
I understand all those. That's why I'm an extremely safe traveler. I complain and I bitch about most of the people you guys give licenses to out here.
All right, man. Thank you. Appreciate your time.
All right. Hey, I just honestly thank you for honoring your oath. I mean, a lot of cops, from what I've seen from my responses online, think that I'm a heinous criminal just because I want to get from point A to point B.
No, it sounds like you're doing, what you have a right to do.
Yeah, and I'm taking the precautions I need to do it.
My only concern is just for the public.
Yeah.
That you've got the insurance, but you're within your rights. And I hope you have a good day. Okay.
All right, thank you. Thanks. You have a good day.
I was an awesome cop.
That was a cop that didn't understand what I was doing, went back, got what information he needed, and came back and realized that I'm doing what I have the right to do.
Because I prove everything I say and show on this channel, I'm going to prove and explain to you using heavily redacted Supreme Court cases, which fortunately for us, legal AI transcribes when it is not supposed to so we can see what was redacted. Legal definitions and fundamental principles of law that no attorney can deny, that the right to travel is an inherent God-given right, existing long before the government. First, all rights come from God, not the government. The Declaration of Independence tells us that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, and that to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed. The government was formed to protect that which the people already had, and cannot grant rights, only privileges, because privileges can be taken and rights cannot. We find in this heavily redacted court case, Bell v. Hood from 1947, that history is clear that the first 10 amendments to the Constitution were adopted to secure certain common law rights of the people against invasion by the federal government. In this heavily redacted Virginia Supreme Court case, Thompson v. Smith from 1930, the court held that the right of a citizen to travel upon the public highways and to transport his property thereon in the ordinary course of life and business is a common right which he has under his right to enjoy life and liberty, to acquire and possess property, and to pursue happiness and safety. The right of locomotion in your private conveyance is an unalienable God-given right which the government cannot prohibit or obstruct in any way. In another heavily redacted Supreme Court case, Stephen v. Binford from 1932, the court held that it is well-established law that the highways of the state are public property, that their primary and preferred use is for private purposes, and that their use for purposes of gain is special and extraordinary, which generally, at least, the legislature may prohibit or condition as it sees fit. The government can only regulate commercial activity on the roadway. This is why they always have to presume you are in commerce, and to understand why, we will take a look at some definitions. We will be using Black's Law Dictionary because that is the dictionary they use to teach Bar Association pirates training to pillage in law schools. First, you are presumed to be a driver. The legal definition of driver is one employed in conducting or operating a coach, carriage, wagon, etc. Now let's look at the definition of employ, which is to engage in one's service, to use as an agent or substitute in transacting business, to commission and entrust with the management of one's affairs. And when used in respect to a servant or hired laborer, the term is equivalent to hiring. Now, as the Texas Transportation Code implies, you are presumed to be engaged in transportation. Well, the definition of transportation is the removal of goods or persons from one place to another by a carrier. So you have to be a carrier to be engaged in transportation, and a carrier is one employed in or engaged in carrying goods for others for hire. Wow, look at that. The whole thing is commercial. Finally, when you are traveling privately, your automobile is not a motor vehicle. It is considered household goods. In this heavily redacted case, United States v. Bomar from 1993, the U.S. Supreme Court cites two previous cases holding that automobiles purchased for private family use are considered household goods and agrees with those cases. Pause and read for yourself. Search Burn the Corporate Fiction on Facebook, YouTube, Rumble, and X.
There you go, man.
So technically speaking, the only people that need licenses are people that need a CDL, right?
That
in commerce, Uber.
Well, yeah.
Pizza delivery.
Yeah, okay, never mind.
That kind of thing.
But they would technically, by that definition, need a CDL, right? Because they're delivering commerce or goods or certain.
I don't know. I guess it would be. I guess all driver's licenses are commercial.
Would just be a CDL, right? You know, and then anybody not doing that kind of job would just not need a driver's license.
Right.
Technically.
I can go with that.
So can I read something?
Yeah, go right ahead. What's going on here with my Facebook?
There's everyone's knows the beginning of the Declaration of Independence, but there's a little part farther down that says prudence will dictate that governments long established should not be changed for light or transient causes, and accordingly all experiences have shown that mankind are more disposed to suffer while evils are sufferable than to right themselves by abolishing the forms to which they are accustomed. But and it goes on to, it is their right, it is their duty to throw off such government and to provide new guards for their future security. But the point is like people, even in the Declaration of Independence, it said people are predisposed to just put up with what we've got instead of fight. Like everyone cheers on the underdog in the movies, but no one fights in real life.
Right.
Rolls over and goes, oh well.
Mm-hmm.
They do too. It's easier. It's easier to just tolerate it than to
just play with toys.
Chicken banana. Oh no, not the chicken banana. We got that.
I came prepared.
Chicken banana. Chicken banana. Chicken banana. Banana.
You better be careful. You're going to be the next one to get a theme song.
No. Poor Andrew. You just do the Andrew song.
We haven't seen Andrew in a little bit. Let's see if we can get him.
Play the song. There you go.
Bat signal.
Taste the biscuit. Taste the goodness of the biscuit.
See if that gets him.
Good boy. And Andrew.
Here, the more you know.
Bozo, you wrote them 3 letters and they didn't answer. Do you know about 550 Federal Reporter second series at page 297? It's called The United States versus Tweedle. Now, see, police and IRS agents, but it is a well-established rule that a consent search is unreasonable under the Fourth Amendment if the consent was induced by the deceit, trickery, or misrepresentation of the Internal Revenue agent. That could be replaced with Las Vegas Metro Police Officer or San Diego County Sheriff agent. Get it? But if they don't respond to you, silence can only be equated with fraud, where there is a legal or moral duty to speak, or where an inquiry left unanswered would be intentionally misleading. They must answer your letters. Their silence is fraud. That means they're doing something very wrong. Use this to get them. Come on.
That's kind of interesting regarding a search.
Well, it's we have the right to remain silent.
Yes.
Right. But if they remain silent, something's from what I just heard, something's fishy. They're supposed to provide. They're supposed to provide every evidence, or if they're going to search your house, a warrant or some shit. They can't just remain silent and into your home.
And also, sometimes if we don't say no, then it's implied consent.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. You have to
reserve your rights.
You have to specifically enforce your Fifth Amendment right, and yeah, you have to remain silent and do not give them any evidence. You know, the thing is, they're not your friend, so
no.
Why
enforcers? Yeah,
they're not. I'm not saying they're bad people, all of them, but I'm saying is they're not your friend. So
see, that's why I have a problem with like going right back to with Paul and his bullshit. You see, no. You were a horrible, rotten human being, and I'm sorry. I'm glad you found Jesus or whatever, but you ought to just be grateful for that alone, and you ain't running shit, so shut up. You know, you're a horrible, awful person, Paul, Saul, whatever the fuck your name is. See, there again, had to change your name. You were such a piece of shit, he even had to change your name because people wanted to kill you. So these people putting up data centers are having a rough time too. Listen to this shit.
I'm offering a $1,500 reward to anybody with information to capture the people, persons responsible for vandalizing all of our equipment the last 24 hours. They did a lot of damage, and this really hurts our small business. So this is our oval. You can see they've literally broken out every single window, the lights, the roof. Our water truck right there, they actually were able to get in it and move it. They broke out all of the glass. As you can see, they broke out every piece of glass in it, all the door locks. They broke the dash. I'm gonna climb up in there so you guys can see this. They smashed the dash, the hole, that's where the ignition was. They broke the mirror. They also broke all the glass on the scrapers. They broke all the gauges on the scrapers.
Jesus.
So you've been showing the videos where they say, "Oh, but you should be sure not to do this because it might hurt the flock." Those are the best.
Yeah,
don't do that.
He should have had some flock cameras there, buddy. He was talking. He had to use that little innuendo that it hurts small business. It's like, dude, you're government contracted. You're subsidized, and you're gonna use that as a tax write-off and get new equipment. I guarantee you. That's all. That was a show. It's another one of those fear things. It's like, they want you to think that people are actually just going around to the data centers and stealing all the equipment and breaking all the equipment and stuff like that. It's like, don't do this. It's like, come on. I mean, I'm sure it happens somewhat, but
so they got rid of all the immigrants.
Yeah, they did. Just like they got rid of all the IRS agents too.
Right. But see now the white guys that were bitching about not having work, they got to do the work now. See, watch this guy.
Joder. Ya, güey. Ya valió, güey. Que se chingues. Hasta la verga. Chingas. Y no se aterre. Valió, man. Y así quieren sacarnos de esta.
Fucking quit, man.
He needs to join the army and get a little bit of that TRT.
No shit. Look, I told you it'd work.
So you do yourself no favors. You should have stayed away.
Taste the biscuit.
I just saw the Trump coin actually.
Taste the biscuit. Taste.
So, the biscuit song is not like the bat signal for me.
Apparently it is.
No, I've been listening for a while. I wasn't having any intentions of actually joining in tonight.
There you are.
But you
all
did.
of a sudden you're challenging me, and I never back down from a challenge. But
yes,
now that
that's
you're saying,
exactly how the bat signal works.
Exactly.
Bruce
Batman
Wayne
never backs down from a
goes,
challenge
"Are you
either."
challenging me? I am Cornholio.
Yeah, Cornholio.
no,
I was saying. Yeah. Good.
I need TP for my bunghole.
Yeah, my bunghole.
Yeah. I was trying to say
I've
the Trump
started
coin
it, yep.
actually the Trump coin looks actually pretty good. It's a decent mint, dude. They've already got them printed up, from what I can tell.
You like that shit, dude?
I can't wait to get my first one.
I know. Anyways, Andrew's here.
Let's see it. Well, go ahead and get one, Roger, and let's see it, bro.
Oh, no, thank you. I'm not going to get it.
How much do they cost? $5 or $1?
I don't know, man. It didn't have a price on this thing. Let's see if I can find it again.
What's your kitty's name, Sam?
What's that?
What's your kitty's name?
You're gonna laugh. This is really bad. It's ironic. His name is Trumpy because he's an orange man bad.
Nice.
And we couldn't help it. He had a real name. I forgot even what it was now, but we ended up just calling him Trumpy because he's an orange cat. He's got one brain cell. He shares it with the other orange cats. And so
I have an orange cat, so I know what you're talking about.
there you go, right?
Yeah.
If you know, you know.
I know. Oh, I know. Trust me, I know.
With what I could tell, the Trump coin's worth $1. That's it.
I hope so.
Yeah.
So weren't you saying that people were getting their phones finally and they were like really cheap, or they were falling
Yeah.
apart, or they finally got something that they'd ordered or put money down for? Or...
Yeah, they got charged $400 for a phone you can get for about between $80 to $120 on Temu.
The exchange rate in Israel is 33 cents.
33 cents to the dollar.
Of course. Yeah.
That was the thing with the what really, because you hear about all these things and stuff. The one thing that really got me was our Dolphin class submarines, DAU-PHIN, the Dolphin class submarines.
Yeah.
We had given Israel, I think it was like 5 or 8 or something like that. They sold them to China, who was it reverse engineering?
Yeah.
Our technology, our R&D, our time and money. That to me, that was one of the first things that like flipped me. And I was just like, wow, that really sucks. That really sucks.
They really got our back, don't they? Yeah.
And when have they ever helped? That's what I keep thinking is like hurricanes, floods, disaster. I don't ever see Israel coming running to our aid to give back. When are they ever giving? They're like, oh, give me, please. More money. Send me this. Buy me this.
Well, that's quite Jewish of them.
Ish.
How Protestant is that, right?
That was good, Roger. That was good, Roger.
Got Catholic out of those.
Yeah, I got Catholic out of those. Damn it. God, they've infiltrated the Catholic Church, though. So
yeah, they have. Yeah.
Why is Andrew so quiet?
Because I'm parked at a gas station.
Why? You need gas?
Because I'm trying to buy as many small hats as possible to distribute them to everyone that I can find.
Small hats at the gas station?
I'm just joking. No, to get fucking gas.
Oh.
Fuck.
That was good. That was my first guess.
Yeah, it was.
How much is it for a gallon now?
I was gonna make a joke, but I'm gonna save it.
Well, I always buy Supreme, so it's $5.79 a gallon.
Dude, I feel your pain. I have to put Supreme in my car too. I have a
sure you do.
I have a Subaru WRX, and it only takes premium. So that shit sucks because it's expensive.
I thought Subarus run on rainbow farts.
Yeah, they do, man.
Not the WRXs. They run on premium.
I'm just
So do you remember the smell of regular gasoline?
Yeah.
I had my first car was my dad's, but he gave it to me. It was a 1972. It was a Gran Torino Sport, a 351 Cleveland V8 engine. It was a
I had a 1970. I had a
Would
1970 Torino with a 351 Cleveland.
I had like the dark green. I love that. I love that car. I babied that car so much.
That's a fast car, man.
And it had the gas was in the license plate. Like you'd have to
pull it down.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was like spring loaded or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
You damn Ford lovers, I'm telling you. I'm a Chevy man, so yeah.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, that car, that Torino eventually, Michigan rust. It went eventually it lasted till I'd say probably about 1980. It lasted body wise, and somebody bought it and they took that engine out and put it in a truck. And last I heard, in 1996, it was still running.
Wow.
Well,
didn't they make the police interceptor out of the 351 too? The police engines were. It wasn't the Cleveland, it was a Winchester, I think.
Yeah. You got to have those interceptors because, the only solution to people traveling above the speed limit is reckless speeding to catch them, darting in and out of traffic with distracting lights all on top and a blaring siren. And, then you finally pull that guy over because he was driving unsafe.
They were the Crown Vics, Roger, the old school police cars. Crown Vics, right?
Oh yeah, I got to ride in a few of those.
Yeah, I have to.
I forget where I saw it, but there was a video of this police officer, and she was mostly just going around and just giving tickets out to illegal parking and stuff. And she noticed that there was a police cruiser that was illegally parked in a fire lane and didn't have his lights on, and she gave him a ticket for that, and then he arrested her, and she got a $2 million reward, lawsuit award for that, and he got fired, obviously, because excessive use of force, and I don't know. It's a weird situation.
Well, she broke the code of blue. The blue.
That's
side.
right. That's right.
Didn't you yell at somebody for being on their phone or something?
Sheriff's deputy. I turned around. I passed him, and I turned around and followed him. I was like, bullshit. He pulled it into.
You followed him?
Yeah.
Citizens arrest.
They had just passed that law. I pulled up to him and I told him to roll his window down. And I said, "Are you aware that it's illegal to be using a mobile device while operating a vehicle like that?" And he goes, "Yeah." I said, "Yeah, they just passed it." And he says, "Well, I said, "I don't care. We all had to or something. If it had been me, you'd give me a ticket." And he apologized. He said, "I'm sorry, sir."
Wow.
I said, "All right, I don't want to see that shit again."
Good for you, Saab.
I've seen a lot of these First Amendment auditor type of videos as well, when people will walk up to a police officer, just in a patrol car.
Roger, stop playing the bongos or whatever it is.
It's me.
Sorry. No, really. They'll walk up and be like, "Can I see your license and registration, please?" It's like the cops are like kind of taken aback by that.
Sure.
But I think they're legally required. Like, so what are you doing in this? Basically, you just ask them the same rigmarole type of questions that they ask everyone else.
Have you been to the bar?
Yeah.
You always drink at noon? How much have you had to drink tonight?
How much have you had to drink? Anything illegal in the car?
That's one of the best videos. Yeah.
Anything that'll poke me.
You have a nuke in your pocket.
Yeah, right.
Can I check your trunk, please?
Please step out of your vehicle.
Do you have anything in your pockets that could poke, stab, or hurt me? I don't know, big boy. Take your chances. I don't answer questions, bro.
I'll be like, yes, sir. I do have something that can poke the shit out of you.
Mm-hmm.
Whether or not you want that, you let me know.
Yeah, I got
we can make a deal.
Nothing but a couple of razor blades and a hypodermic needle. Outside of that, I don't think anything's going to hurt you too bad.
There was actually one cop that this guy walked up to. He did a lot of videos like this, and I think he was just pulled over at like a gas station or a 7-Eleven or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyways, the cop completely complied with every single thing, and he's like, "Can I see your inside your trunk?" Like, "Oh, are you carrying any weapons with you right now?" He's like, "Yep." And yeah, he shows him the entire trunk and everything like that. His own driver's license and his badge, and he's like, "All right, you're good to go. Be safe."
I think we forget that police are public servants, right? They are servants to the public to protect and serve. I think.
Well, let me just ask you guys: when you're driving down the road and the cop's right behind you and shit, or he pulls out and he's right behind you, do you ever get the feeling that, boy, do I ever feel protected? I feel really safe right now because that cop's right behind me. No. What are you thinking? You're like, God damn it! I hope he doesn't fuck with me. That's what you think.
It depends. So, like, I have, so it depends. Like, my wife, she's not worried about the police, but she's never had encounters with the police.
Right.
I have. So I know how they roll. So, like, if I'm driving down the road and I'm driving, my wife's there, she's like, why are you worried about the police? I'm like, well, why aren't you worried about the police?
Right. They've only killed like 500 fucking people this year already.
She doesn't know she doesn't know the experience of dealing with the police.
I will say that Illinois cops have gotten extremely lenient in the past couple of years, like comparatively to where it used to be. Like they don't pull people over nearly as much as they used to. I mean, I'm not like singing their praises or anything, but I just noticed that from traveling a lot, comparatively to other states. And
well, I will say in my county, the cops are pretty good here too. Like they don't fuck with you. So
I live right next to the cop shop, and I constantly see them pull people over, but they don't really give out too many tickets, to be honest.
No.
I wonder. Remember, you were talking earlier, Soph, about the military, how it's gotten so effeminatized.
Yeah.
That I wonder if that's happening, to a lot of guys too. That it's like,
well, that's what I'm saying is that
testosterone for everybody again.
What we're seeing Hegseth going against, saying that there's probably a lot of incidents of low T, and if there is, he wants to give them testosterone or whatever. That's a result of this whole thing they've been doing to us for the last 30 years anyways, is finding ways to reduce the testosterone levels in men.
So was it the pendulum swinging? And now they're like, the pendulum needs to come back.
That's what the cornflakes was for, man. Kellogg's, he was a eugenicist, man. It was to lower your sperm count, man.
Yep. Frosted Flakes. Yep. Cornflakes. Yep.
What?
I've never heard this before.
You didn't know that, dude?
Yeah, it's a rabbit hole. Check it out.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah, Kellogg was a fucking eugenicist, man.
Mm-hmm.
Not a shocker.
Wait, are you talking about the thing that Joe Biden said? Kellogg or something?
No, I'm talking about the cereal company.
I'm talking about the cereal.
We're not going to talk about anything Joe Biden said, bro.
Biden said,
I don't know. I don't know what the fuck he was talking about anyway. I know that there was some guy named Fritos Corn Pop that was a mad dude.
Oh, boy.
And he likes little kids rubbing on his legs in the pool.
Oh, the pool, gross. He said, "Go to your deck and shoot off 2 rounds." Right? Remember?
Yeah. That's all you gotta do.
Someone tried to use that as a defense in court, and they're like, "No."
Dude,
You've never done an office pop? You've never done an office pop? Everybody's done an office pop.
Yeah. I'd like to see the sign-in sheet for the White House.
Oh God.
The guest sheet.
No. You and every Washington Post reporter that's ever existed.
If they would sign in, which apparently I think they did actually. According to under Obama, they did sign in.
Sure, they got 2 sheets. Kind of like truckers used to have.
I'll tell you this about the White
logbooks.
House. I've been into the White House twice when I was in high school for a high school trip, and the only real thing I remember it was super clean, but it smelled really bad.
Yeah.
What did it smell like?
I don't know why.
Who was in office?
God, what year was
Probably Bush or Clinton, right?
Bush, yeah.
It wasn't Trump's diapers.
I'm sorry.
Did it smell like
Bush.
Did it smell like a bush?
I know what bushes smell like, but no.
The place is that's another place that got a pretty bad vibe to it too.
Like they have they clean a little bit, but it's just like come on, do better. It's the fucking White House.
They're government employees. They're government employees. What do you expect? They're going to do the bare minimum.
All those FOIA requests, and they'd ask for somebody, but all those politicians like Susan Rice and all those people had those separate. Hillary, they all had separate names. Remember that? They had separate phones and separate emails. So you'd ask for the email, like, sure, here you go, and then they were using the separate names.
Yeah, let's
private servers
the
and
Domino's
shit.
Gate shit, you know.
Well, so I'm gonna step off. I gotta get
Yeah,
ready.
I'm getting ready to call it night. Anyways,
Good,
man, I'm
'cause I was
gonna
enrolling in it
3.5
too.
hours, man. I gotta get off of here and see if I can't. I think I'm gonna eat a couple of
Oh,
fajitas.
come on. You got to do the Savathon.
No.
For at least 12 to 15 hours.
What does D-Man say? Take a 45-minute nap and come back on again.
Yeah, catch a couple winks, come back. Shit.
I think me and PJ did a 15-hour show.
But if I do, I'm gonna start earlier. That's for real. But,
this is fun. Hey, Sav, this is awesome. I was trying to figure out how to explain you. It's like we watched a thing on Ed Sullivan show, and you're like that for the podcast because you're like the variety show. You've got comedy, you've got serious stuff, you've got politics, you've got the sovereignty, you have the traffic thing, you've got everything, and it's just there's something for everyone. It's funny. Everybody who's on the guest, it kind of comes and goes, and there's a different vibe at the beginning of the show, the middle of the show. It's just so much fun. This is just the most awesome podcast.
And shout out to Potato Boy for coming.
I was about to say we get potatoes,
bro.
Yeah. Shout out to Sav though. Yeah, I agree, Tam. Sav's man.
Thank you.
I'm sitting here thinking I'm talking to a fucking potato right now.
Did you see the lawyer that like his daughter had turned him into a kitten or something, and he didn't know how to do his in court?
He says, I'm not really a cat.
He told the judge, "I'm really not a kitten. I'm just."
He said, "I'm really not a cat. I swear." No, really. God bless America. But yeah, I guess so. Then Trump here, he says in his speech tonight, I guess NBC and ABC declined airing his broadcast. And so he was talking about stripping NBC and ABC of their broadcast license because they didn't air his speech.
It's like a spoiled brat, isn't it?
He is. He is. He is. And I think that the worse this gets in his brain, whatever's going on there, the more like he reverts back to that childish state. Worse than he's always been pretty childish, but now he's really reverting back to that. It's kind of like the riddle of the Sphinx.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say that, like, that's when you asked earlier about who still listened to him. That's his base, people that watch TV, because most of the world's switched over to streaming. So it's like if you really wanted to watch it anyway, you can watch it on YouTube or.
Yeah, that's what I said. I was like, I'll tell you what, I'll just pick up highlights,
right?
Because I ain't no way I'm gonna sit there for 45 minutes and listen to that asshole talk.
That's why I listen to you, Sav, because you get the highlights and we get the highlights from your highlights.
There you go.
But that's probably why he was mad about it.
What I was saying, it's like the riddle of the Sphinx. It's like you start to revert back. The riddle of the Sphinx was this. It said what animal first starts on all fours, then on two legs, and then eventually on three. And the answer is man. Because we start off crawling, then we walk on two legs, and then as we get older, we require assistance with a cane. And if you didn't know the answer to that question, the Sphinx would eat you. That's what the Greeks
Or Monty
said.
Python. What's your favorite color? Blue. No, green. Ah!
What's the flight velocity of an unladen African swallow? Well, I don't know that. Oh my God. I saw a great shirt. It had a whole bunch of formulas and shit written. And it said that it was the flight velocity of a unladen African swallow. I was like, yeah, that would only a few people get that. Another one I thought that was really cool. It had 4 guitar chords on it. And it was, it said it started out with I, and then it had G, A, and F. I don't give a fuck. But it was just the fretboard. It just showed the fingering of the chords, and only a guitarist would know, oh, it's a G, A, and an F. Okay. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I play guitar, so I've seen those shirts. And if you show me the fingering for those chords, I can tell you what they are.
Yep.
The letter.
Yep.
Yeah.
Last thing I'm going to say for the evening.
Okay.
I'm not going to bash on Trump too much, but I don't mind at all whatsoever. But when it comes to a lot of other politicians nowadays, it always reminds me of that one scene in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, where is that spoiled little brat bitch.
But Daddy, I want an Oompa Loompa now. Veruca Salt.
Veruca.
Yeah.
There was
Did she turn a big blueberry? Was she the?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
she turns
that
into
was
a blueberry.
Violet. Her name was Violet.
Yeah, it's
appropriately.
what it reminds me of.
And Augustus Gloop, remember? He was the German kid that fell in the chocolate.
Yeah. And didn't they have it, the factory, the father of that girl, didn't when like the people, all of his employees were opening up.
Yeah.
Would you say switched on that? That we thought it was a candy bar with a golden ticket in it, and
Yeah,
now
it's apparently a moon pie.
And you said that the grandfather was so lazy that they'd all been in bed, and then all of a sudden he gets up and he wants a toy.
You said Veruca Salt, right? When he asked that.
Yeah.
Why did you say? Because I was going to say Veruca too, but her name's Violet, right?
That's all I had for that.
The girl that fell into the that turned into a blueberry was named Violet.
Oh, so there was a Veruca Salt too, right?
Yeah, there was Veruca Salt was the little spoiled girl, like he was saying.
Yeah, I always immediately say
Veruca.
She was the rich girl.
All right,
yeah. But Daddy, I want an Oompa Loompa now. All right, honey, we'll get you one. They just do whatever she said. Crazy.
She's done some good movies, and also she was in the other movie of Return to Oz.
Yeah.
Also, Veruca Salt was a popular band in the 90s.
Yeah, they're horrible. I've seen them once. Not they opened for somebody. I think they opened for Bush. Anybody know Bush?
Oh yeah.
If you want some nightmare fuel, watch Return to Oz.
I don't love Bush.
Is that the orange cover on the was a CD, I guess?
16 Stone or something like
16
that.
Stone, yeah. It had like a television screen with a bunch of numbers, like from the Matrix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was married to what the heck's her
Great
name
album.
from
Gwen Stefani.
Gwen Stefani, yeah. For a while. They had a kid.
Gavin
Anyway,
DeGraw,
I'm getting off path here.
What I was just thinking about something that I forgot what it was. Damn it. I hate that happening. And then it'll swing around later. I'll go, oh yeah, now I remember shit. It's like God bless America.
What was the witch movie she was in, Andrew?
Yep. Cheers all. Thanks, Dave. Everyone else.
Andrew, before you go, what was the witch movie she was in?
I'm heading out.
Okay, never mind.
I didn't hear you.
Thank you so much. It's so good to see you guys. Yeah, we miss D-Man. We miss you, Cubby.
I don't know where he's at tonight. He must be doing something. But yeah, and also people, if you want to check out Tamara's books, the links are down in the description. Pretty good. I don't have any of them in here with me right now. They're all
in the other room there.
And when I get up from here, it's for good tonight because I'm done sitting here.
Thank you. I'll jump off. Thank you so much, Sav.
All right, thanks for coming up, Cubby. Shifted Reality. You guys are awesome.
See you guys.
Everybody that showed up in the chat. We had a good amount of people in here, viewers, and over on the I don't know what it
Rumble.
said. We had 19 over on Rumble. All right. Good old Big Brother is watching. All right. And as we always like to say, don't forget the Lord loves a working man. Don't trust Whitey. See your doctor and get rid of him because he'll probably kill you. And it's always better to shit in the sink than it is to sink in the shit. We'll see you next time. Sovereign Soul, Unchained Mind. Good night.